All right, welcome on in, everybody, to the Jazz Huddle tonight. We got a fantastic game coming up between the Clippers and the Jazz. You take a look at kind of what's going on for these two teams. Just a lot of injuries for the Jazz, and that really is kind of an explanation of why the spread is the way it is, because there's also a couple injured guys who are very important for the LA Clippers, such as, but not limited to, Kawhi and Paul George. Those guys both out tonight. It's going to be telling to see what the Jazz can do against a team like this, who really is, they're not deep. This is a good team that they've built up here in LA, and so, a team that I think could make a run in the playoffs, similar to what they did last year. You saw guys like Terrence Mann step up. He's still on this team. He'll be playing tonight, looking to get some more of that good action against the Jazz. The Clippers come into this one 36-36. So not a bad record at all. They're sitting at 8th in the Western Conference. So right there in that play-in. And, we'll see how they do. They definitely are a team to watch, though, for sure. But I do like this team a lot. I think that the Clippers have a lot to build on. And they have a good roster for sure. They just need to get their stars healthy, and they can seriously be dangerous in this league. But it's just one of those things where we're going to have to see how they play. The most used starting lineup for the Jazz this year has been Bojan Bogdanovic, who's averaged 18.1 a game, Donovan Mitchell 25.7 a game, Royce O'Neal, Rudy Gobert, and Mike Conley. So with those two guys out in Donovan Mitchell and Bojan Bogdanovic, you are losing over 40 points of scoring for the Jazz. So that is not easy to lose if you are a team that relies so heavily on those two guys to score. So hopefully the Jazz can adapt tonight, and that's one thing that they'll be that's awesome, Viper. Very cool. That's one thing that the Jazz are really going to have to be able to adapt with, is not having those two guys. Hey, and by the way, as you guys are coming in, if you like what you're seeing so far, drop a like. It really does help other people see that this video is out there and that they should go check it out. So far, the Jazz, again, 43-26, not too bad. 28-15 in the Western Conference, 15-6 at home, which is where we are tonight. And hopefully the Jazz fans are able to pack the house for this one. This is going to be a fun game. And I think that one guy you got to watch to step up in this one is Mike Conley. 13.5 points a game out of Ohio State for the 6'1 guard. He is pretty fantastic, at least in the past few games, at getting the ball around the perimeter and just kind of initiating the offense, because in the past in this season, teams haven't had to respect him as much as they have before. So he's really had a lot of space to do stuff, but he just hasn't been guarded. So this is important for him to get out and really show the Clippers what he's made of. And I think that tonight he's going to be able to do that. This should be a game where he can come out and put up a good 20, hopefully, for Conley. And also, of course, you have JC on the bench, who should come out and have a massive game tonight. Really no match for him on defense for the Clippers, other than, they have guys who are definitely good defensive players, but JC, so good with the ball. Hopefully he can come out and make a difference. But again, for the Jazz, Bojan is out, Daniel House Jr. is out, Azubuike is out, Forrest is out, and Whiteside is out, among others. I believe Donovan Mitchell is also out for the Utah Jazz. A lot of guys sitting tonight. Hold on, I'm gonna look at it for you because I want to see exactly who's out. So for the Clippers tonight, Norman Powell is out, Kawhi Leonard is out, and Paul George is out. So a lot of guys right there. And then you also look at the Jazz. Let's take a look at them, because yes, so Donovan Mitchell is out with a contusion. Bojan Bogdanovic, same story, and then all of those other guys I mentioned. Lots of injuries in this game. So these are not the same teams as we may have seen earlier this year playing each other. It's going to be really fun. Yeah, again, Whiteside out for this game, so you lose a little bit of depth at that center position. Only one guy going to be able to play, but the leading center for the Clippers is Ivica Zubac, which is hopefully a guy that Gobert can come out and really be dominant with, because once again, 8.5 to 14.8 rebounds. You can obviously see who the more physical guy is, but we're just going to kind of have to watch what the Jazz do with that center position. My guess is a guy like Rudy Gay is going to get some more minutes at the center position. Not just him. Xavier Sneed may get some minutes at that position. A bunch of different possibilities for the Jazz, but that is one spot where sometimes it can get tough when one guy is out of that center rotation. So hopefully they can adjust with that. But now let's take a look at the Clippers. What are they going to be running tonight? Once again, the Clippers 36-36 so far in that last game versus the Raptors. Close loss, 100-103. We take a look at the box score here because this will be pretty accurate to what they're running tonight. Reggie Jackson starting at point guard. Ivica Zubac, Marcus Morris Sr., Nick Batum, and Amir Coffey. And also Rocco coming off the bench. He's always fun to watch. And also Terrence Mann, who dropped 16 in that game. So this team is not, too shorthanded where they're not going to be able to make a good run at this Jazz team. But at home, it's never easy to play the Jazz. So it may be that much harder with all those guys out for them. But also, look at this. Chattanooga still up on Illinois. That is crazy. That is just nuts. My goodness. Never thought I would see that. But the Jazz given a 68% chance to win this game. Very good odds for him tonight. But again, it gets a little bit tougher when you don't have your guy who leads you in a couple statistical categories there. As you can see, Donovan Mitchell not playing in this game. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Jazz are able to do and, if they're able to compensate well for him being out. Typically, when he was on the roster, Joe Ingles was the guy who took his spot when he was out. But now they've kind of had to experiment. It was Daniel House who was inserted into the starting lineup last time, so he's out. So we'll see what they go with. I'm guessing Eric Paschall going to get a lot of playing time tonight. Jared Butler also probably going to be playing quite a bit. A lot of guys who we normally don't see probably going to be starting for the Utah Jazz. And I like it. You need to get these young guys some minutes, really show them what the league is like, and I think that's something that is going to be it's been a challenge for the Jazz, but they've got to start really digging in on it now and getting them what they need to succeed for sure. 11 in the chat. Appreciate every single one of you guys being in here. It does mean a lot. Make sure you guys, if you have not already, to smash up that like button, smash up that subscribe button for me. It does help out a lot. And we should have a good stream tonight. I just need you guys to help me out by liking it up. We can get more people in here, make this a super fun experience. What's going on, CNN? Appreciate you stopping in. Cameron, Gordon Hayward, late B-Day game. Come on, Charlotte beat Utah. Oh, maybe, Cameron. Maybe. Is Donovan playing? He will not, Connor. No, Donovan will not be playing tonight. But once again, I want to welcome in Viper, Kenny, my man. Appreciate you being in here. It's going to be a fun night tonight. Cole, appreciate you stopping in. Again, this should be a tight game because these injuries are just killer right now for the Jazz and the Clippers. But, it just shouldn't be a blowout. That's what I would look at right now for the Jazz. But that, they got to come into this game with that mentality where they just go after it from the get-go. And I think that one guy that you can really count on to do that is Jordan Clarkson. And hopefully when they put him in, he'll be in pretty early, probably around 5 minutes past in the first quarter. And again, he dropped a historic 45 points, 15 of 21 on field goals, 7 of 13 on three-point field goals. And that shot, 45 points, once again, that set the Utah Jazz all-time single-game record for points as a reserve, and it's got to be close to the NBA record. He now owns all of the 5 all-time NBA Jazz 40-point games off the bench, which is just incredible. And, he is somebody who could be in for a big game tonight if he's able to get into this tough Clipper defense. But once again, this defense is no joke. We are 1 like away from 10 likes. If somebody could hit that up, that would be amazing. I'm happy to be covering this game for you guys. It's going to be a fun one for sure. Again, the Jazz still, even without some of these guys, they are still a very good team. They're top 5 in numerous statistical categories this season. You look at points per game, they are ranked 6th with 114 per game. And field goal percentage, they're 4th at 47.2%. That's very high. Rebounds per game, they're 5th, 46.3 a game for them. And that is led by Rudy Gobert, who has just been fantastic on the boards this season. 14.8 a game for him. Very nice numbers from him. And they are number 1 in three-pointers per game at 14.8. And number 2 in net rating at 6.4. As well as number 1 in offensive rating. So when this offense is clicking, it really does click. But sometimes, as we've kind of seen this year, at the start of the game, it really is kind of a struggle for this team to get after it and get the easy buckets. It's always a struggle to start games for these guys. But hopefully tonight we can have a change in pace and make a difference early in this game and put us in a better position as we kind of head forward in this one. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping though that this is going to be a smooth sailing game for the Jazz. Hopefully they come out, give their best effort first, and not worry about the consequences later. That is what you got to look for from the Utah Jazz tonight. But once again, a lot of guys out in this game, and we went over it before, but probably 11 guys in total through both teams out in this one. The notable ones for the Clippers including Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Norman Powell. And for the Jazz, Bojan Bogdanovic, Donovan Mitchell, Hassan Whiteside, and a bunch of other guys, House, Azubuike, and Forrest. So not super crazy for the Jazz, but for it is a lot of guys out right now for the Jazz. But I'm glad it's happening now and not later when we really need Utah Surf. They are in the Philippines. That's why it's morning for them. That is where they are. But no, it really is tough to have these injuries. But I'm just glad it's happening right now for the Jazz and not later when you really need everybody to be healthy. So this is a good thing right now. Jazz facing adversity tonight. Hopefully they can come out and really put on a good showing for us. But it should be really fun. Put down your score predictions down below, and we do Venmo whoever gets it right. If you do get it right, the odds are very slim, but if you do get it right, we do Venmo you. The Jazz currently sitting at 43-26. That's good for 4th in the Western Conference. 12.5 games back of the 1 seed, so obviously out of reach for the Utah Jazz. This is, by the way, the first all-female broadcast for the Utah Jazz, and this is very interesting. Very interesting. All right. So we are nearing tip-off here in the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz looking to come out and fight adversity. Bogdanovic, Forrest, Mitchell, Daniel House, and Whiteside out. Non-COVID illness for Whiteside. Daniel House with a left knee injury and a right calf contusion for Donovan Mitchell and a left calf strain for Bogdanovic. Minor injuries, all of them, but you just don't like to see that in a game like this. Utah 99, Clippers 100. Hey, man, I'd be in for a good game tonight. David Day, thank you for stopping in. Clippers fan, love it. What's going on, my brother Clark? Appreciate you stopping in, my man. How's it going for you? And also, how did that surgery turn out? How are you recovering? I would love to hear. If the links don't work, yes, hit Kenny up on Discord if those links aren't working for you. Those are the links to our TikTok and Instagram. We are getting those going, so make sure you go follow those. The handle is also right up here for you guys, and go check those out because we do need to get those up. Good thing it's not a nationally televised game. That's right, Viper. I mean, man, you really hoped for a little bit more of a healthy game tonight. I do love playing the Clippers. It's always fun to stream these games because it seems like these two teams always play very well. Preston and Scrubber out for LAC. If they were healthy, they would likely play at least a few minutes. You're right, CNN. They definitely would. But it's just interesting to see what these teams do when they nice, David Day. That's awesome. It's interesting to see what these teams do when they're compensating for stars being out. Obviously, the Clippers have had a lot of issues with that this year. Those two guys in Paul George and Kawhi Leonard not really, not really, not really just having everybody they need. But yeah, went good. Just resting at home now. Bed after 2 weeks. So this game better be good. Yes. Yes, sir. Anthem is happening now. Very good. Very good. Did I hear about Watson? I did, Asia. I did. And I'm very happy about that trade. It's going to be fantastic. Going to be fantastic for Cleveland. I'm very excited about it. And I think that it is an upgrade from Baker Mayfield. We are in a win now situation, though, because we traded away 5 picks. So we'll see. It's going to be tough for us, and those injuries are certainly going to play a role tonight. I say Clippers 104, Jazz 100. Hope I'm wrong. Hey, man, either way, I would be up for a good game, but this would be a nice little statement game for the Jazz. Come out and beat a team who is, in my eyes, a little bit more healthy than you, and try to get that done. I am very excited about Watson going to my Browns, though. I'm very excited about it, and I am glad I never got a Mayfield jersey because I'm probably going to get a Watson jersey. I am excited about that trade. All right, you guys. Welcome in, Asia, Clark, and A-Man. Clark, I wish you all the best on that recovery and just get rested up and all that good stuff. Yeah, he's going to be traded. I'm sure they're probably going to go after another wide receiver because now that core, Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and Anthony Schwartz, they need another guy, so we'll see. Okay, you guys. We got a good game tonight. Why are you talking bad about the Clippers? I'm not. I think they're a great team. I absolutely think they're a great team. And I think that they're going to put up a great fight against the Jazz tonight. And I think that they could definitely come out and win. They may be injured, but they definitely still have a lot of guys who can make a difference. You look at even Terrence Mann on the bench, dropped 16 in that last game against the Toronto Raptors. He's never fun for the Jazz. He really killed us in the playoffs, and we'll see what happens in this game. But I do love watching him. He is really a good young player. A lot of good guys on this team. You even look at a guy like Ivica Zubac, who dropped 24 in the last game. He's fantastic for the Clippers. And, just a really well-rounded team that they built up here in LA. So we'll see what happens. It's always tough to lose a guy like Norman Powell, though, at least for now. But in the playoffs, again, this team really filled out well. So we'll see if they can get completely healthy and maybe make a big run in this playoffs this year. We'll see, though. Don't think it's an upgrade from Baker for Watson this year because he didn't play for almost 2 years. Maybe in a year or two. You're absolutely right about that. But, man, the initial reaction, or at least my initial reaction, is that Watson is excited to go to Cleveland and play for a fan base that wants him. I mean, who's a fan of the Texans now, So I think with a good fan base behind him, he's really going to rally and get in good shape and all that kind of good stuff. Feel like the Jazz might take the W, though. Clippers are kind of choking. Kind of Ezekiel, but I think it's just one of those things where when you're not completely healthy, it's always a toss-up to see how your team is going to perform. But I wouldn't count them out at all. I think this team can really do some damage for sure. For sure. And I do love watching the Clippers. They are always fun to play against. In LA, it's always interesting to see how the Jazz come out, but this one is in Utah, so we're just going to kind of have to see what happens in this game. Should be fun. Should be a fun game, you guys. Make sure as you're coming in, you like up the stream. Take a look at Jared Butler and Royce O'Neal, 2 guys who came out of Baylor, who is currently advanced to the second round of the NCAA tournament for men's basketball, and I am very excited to see how they do. They're one of the teams that I would not mind winning for a second year in a row. Definitely a fun team to watch. So it's awesome to have these guys who are proven winners coming out of college for the Jazz. We just don't really play them much. And Jared Butler finally may get a chance today to really show off what he's developed into as a Jazz man, as long as he has been. 24 in the chat. Appreciate you guys being in here. If he can stay out of trouble, I think he can be good. Absolutely. Mavericks are losing. You love to see it. Yeah. That is good contrast for sure. Very good. Yeah, if he can stay out of trouble, he will be good. Absolutely. He's got 22 civil cases against him, but none of them are federal, so should be fine. Should be fine. I think he'll get a good lawyer and he'll drop those. I'm sure he's already got a great lawyer. All right, you guys. Nikhil Alexander-Walker getting the start, actually. Heard that as they are announcing that on the PA system. You got to love that. Very, very interesting choice to go with Nikhil Alexander-Walker. But I like it. I like it. You got to give the young guys time. And finally, somebody who they're confident in. Take a look at Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Dropped 16 in that last game for the Utah Jazz. I'm excited to see how he does tonight. Should be a fun game, you guys. We are very close to tip-off here in Salt Lake City at Vivint Arena. This is the fourth game in the Utah Jazz's homestand, and it should be a fun game. Yeah, this broadcast is true. The Jazz do understand a little bit better than some other teams. This Clippers team can be very dangerous, so they're going to respect them for sure. I'm here for Action Jackson. Reggie is climbing my ranking of all-time favorite Clippers player. Yeah, man, that's why I got him on the thumbnail. I love Reggie Jackson. I love the way he plays. He's so explosive. Great player. If the league doesn't do any action against him with the NFL front office, could happen. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, Clark. So that's why I wonder what... You know, they obviously have to trade away Baker Mayfield if they want to do anything in the free agency. Got to get rid of that contract, but we'll see what they do with that. I do love Reggie Jackson, though. So starting lineups, Reggie Jackson going to get the start, and for the Utah Jazz, it is going to be Rudy Gobert, Royce O'Neal, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Juancho Hernangomez, and who else? Royce O'Neal. Maybe you already said him. I think I got everybody. Now, I kind of missed the Clippers starting lineup. Conley getting the start for Utah. Gobert is going to have a lot of minutes tonight. Hopefully, Juancho can take some of that stress off of him. But we will see. All right. All right, Zubac and Gobert go up for it, and the tip goes to the Clippers off the bat. I'm going to get your clock running here in just a second. There is a nice defensive play by the Jazz down low, and they're able to stop the Clippers on their first possession. That was a shot by Batum. Jazz rank number 1 in offense and 11th in defense in the league. Conley gets an easy shot inside, starts off the Jazz. Nice and easy. Gotta love it. When Conley gets off to a good start for the Utah Jazz, the other guys really do feed off it. That's fun to watch as Conley gets his first bucket of the game. Now here's a shot inside for Marcus Morris Sr., and that one will go. 2-2 early in this one, all knotted up. 11:06 left to play in the first. Here's Alexander Walker. Nikhil pulls it from the elbow. That one's good. Nikhil looking solid to start this one. I loved how he was playing in that game a couple games ago. I really did like how he was playing a couple games ago, and it's always fun to see what he can do. Here's Batum. Gives it down low. Ivica Zubac takes a tough shot. That one won't fall. The Jazz have a chance to go up by 5, and Hernangomez pulls it from outside, knocks it down. You gotta love it, man. The guys who really aren't getting time before now are finally starting to come out of their shell a little bit for the Utah Jazz. Wow. What the heck? What's wrong with this thing? Here we go. Here's an outside shot for Royce O'Neal, and he knocks it down. 10-2. Wow. And there is a timeout. Gosh, my clock isn't working. I'm trying to get it to... There we go. Now we got it. 10:03 left in this first quarter, and we got a good one. The Jazz on top by 7, or by 8, actually. What a great start for the ball movement for Utah. I mean, man, they're just finding their shooters very fast, and it's been very effective for them so far. Now we're all set up, and thank you once again for stopping in, you guys. It really does mean a lot. 34 in the chat. We got 25 likes already. Let's keep bumping that up. Try to get to 30. But, man, what a start for the Jazz. 3 points for Wancho, 3 points for Royce, and 2 for Nikhil, 2 for Conley. What a start. Yeah, that's right, Jack. 100. Sometimes I mess up on that. I wish it didn't show it to you immediately, but it does. Hey, if you haven't already, go ahead and join the Discord. Kenny posted the link in the chat, so go check that out if you do like to kind of get a little bit closer to the community here. So far, there has been no rebounds for the LA Clippers, and that is due in part to the Jazz shooting lights out from the field 100% so far. And this is a great start for Utah. I couldn't have asked for much better. And, just wow, what a great start to this game it has been. Really shooting the lights out from outside, 2 for 2, and really wide open shots too. Wancho's shot wasn't easy by any means, but he definitely had some space. So, the Jazz just doing what they need to do early. This is something that we've talked about all year. And finally, maybe the tides are turning with these guys going out and putting out a decent first quarter. Let's see if they can continue this momentum. This timeout will be done over very shortly from now. And we are in a commercial timeout, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and hit up that like button. Hit that subscribe button too. That would mean a lot. Yeah, Jazz not having a slow start. That's right, man. Rare sight, but it does happen. For the Clippers right now, honestly, it hasn't been the worst start. The Jazz just really shooting the lights out so far. Reggie Jackson 0 for 2. But, Morris made a nice shot down low, and really just not a lot of other offensive attempts for him because the Jazz have been playing the stifling defense to start. So, wow, I mean, what a start. Key contributors tonight. Take a look at Nikhil Alexander-Walker. In his first 7 games total, he had 9 points, and he was 2 for 10 on field goals. And Wednesday versus Chicago, 16 on 4 for 8 shooting. He was fantastic, and the fans love him. I am excited to see how he does in this system. Here is a tough shot from, Zubac able to get the rebound, puts it up. Nice hook shot, got it to go. Some reason deleted my timer application again. I don't know why I keep doing that. And here comes Nikhil. Nikhil gives it to Wancho, back over to Nikhil. They give it down to Conley. Kick out. Here is O'Neal. O'Neal drives baseline, kicks it out. Nikhil wide open for 3. That one a little bit short. And nothing doing there. Gosh, gotta stop forgetting to do this. All right. Here is Royce. 4-10 is the score now. Okay, there we go. Nikhil squares it up from outside and got it. What a shot by Nikhil Alexander-Walker. He's got 6 early, and he's looking like, hey, man, I talked about this. I praised Danny Ainge for this trade from the get-go. A lot of other people didn't like it. I know it's tough when you don't get what you want at the trade deadline, but you got a guy who could totally be a nice role player, if not more, for the Utah Jazz. Here's Conley in the corner for 3. That one a little bit too strong. Gobert's there and puts it up and in. 15-4, an absolute clinic by the Utah Jazz early. Here is Reggie Jackson. He's got to will his team right now to get back into this game. Here is Coffee outside, kicks it back over to Jackson, and he takes an elbow jumper. That one won't go. The Jazz have a chance to extend their lead. They are dang near getting the 20 here in this game early. This has been very impressive from Utah. Here is Nikhil. Nikhil going inside, puts it up. Beautiful finish by Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Just goes right inside with the left, and very impressive from him. I am so happy with the way he is playing right now. 7 points, 3 for 4 from the field. What a way to start for Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Here is Reggie Jackson. Nice three from the left side. That one doesn't go from the wing, though. And Nikhil is able to pull it down. Here it comes. From the right side, it's Alexander Walker. Gets a screen from Gobert. He won't use it. Crosses up his defender. Kicks it out. Wacho, three ball. That one way short. And it's going to be pulled down by Coffee. Now it's over to Batum. Back to Coffee. He swings it over to Jackson. Jackson on the left side. Nice three ball from Reggie Jackson. Knocks it down. And that's something that you love to see. Reggie Jackson still making some nice shots in this league. And he really is a leader on this team for the Clippers. I do love watching him play. He's a fantastic player. Outside, it is Nikhil Alexander-Walker. By the way, the Clippers still very much in this game. This one is far from over as O'Neal is outside, left wide open for three. That one won't go. Ivica Zubac is able to poke the rebound over to Batum, and here come the Clips. Up top, Reggie Jackson. Reggie gives it down to Marcus Morris Sr., now over to Zubac. Back to Marcus Morris. Morris working with it. Wow, what a tough shot. Got fouled. I didn't see the foul there. I'm going to be honest. I didn't see the foul there. But anyway, he will be going to the line for 2 shots. Fantastic defense by the Jazz so far. You know, and I don't think there's been an easy shot so far for the Clippers. Yeah, NAW on fire already. Alexander Walker getting the job done for the Jazz. You love to see it. You love to see it. Definitely a gifted scorer and a guy who could seriously do some damage in the future for Utah. He's 3 for 4 from the field. Marcus Morris Sr. so far leading the LA Clippers with 2. He's at the line to shoot 1 more. Or 2 more, I guess. First one is good. 8-17 now the score. So a 9-point game. So again, the Clippers, pretty good defensively. They can stick with you, and you know, I like it. Yeah. Bad replay right there, but JC checking in. The fans loving it, and I love JC right now too. He has killed it the past few games. Marcus Morris at the line. That second one is also good. So it is 9-17 now, 8-point game. Pretty close, and you know, this game definitely not out of hand by any means. Here is Jared Butler getting some very early minutes. Kicks it over. Royce O'Neal, wide open 3. That one rims out, and it is pulled down by the Clippers. Clippers have a chance to get this one to 6 or 5 if they choose to do so. Here goes Reggie Jackson, puts it up with the right. Beautiful play. Jackson lulls his defender to sleep and goes inside. Very explosive drive by Jackson. Here is Butler, hands it off. Here is Clarkson going inside, kicks it out. Royce O'Neal, another 3. That one, no good. A little bit long on that one. And it's going to be rebounded by Batum. He's up top, kicks it over to Morris Sr. Now down to Zubac. And Ivica Zubac puts it up. That one won't go. And here comes Clarkson. JC with it on the left side. The flamethrower yet to score in this one. Goes inside, puts it up. Very nice shot. Didn't go. Might have actually been a pass. I'm not sure. But it didn't go, and it's going to be out of bounds. It will stay with Utah. Tyronn Lue, coach of the Clippers. It's his second season, and he is 83-61 with the Clippers. Obviously coached that championship team in Cleveland. Fantastic coach. He is from Nebraska. We got to love him. I give him love every time I see him. We love Nebraska. We love Tyronn Lue. So it's good to see him doing well. Here is Jared Butler to inbound it for Utah. Gets it out to JC. Jazz on a little bit of a scoring drought here. They kick it over to Rudy Gay. Gay working with it. Gives it down to Pascal. Pascal bully balls his way inside. Puts it up through Zubac and got it to go. That is what he does best. Big body. He could be due up for a big game too tonight. Here is Reggie Jackson on the left side. Jackson splits the defense. Goes inside. Nice baseline drive. Drops it off for Nick Batum, and he puts it up and in. Batum, a guy who was a journeyman a little bit with the Charlotte Hornets, kind of stayed there for a while, had a big contract, and now on a minimal contract for the Clippers, and he really does put up some good numbers for LA. Here is Pascal, puts it off the backboard and in. He didn't call bank, but it doesn't matter. 21-13, nice shot by Pascal. I don't think that's how he wanted that one to go, but it's how it went. Here comes Jackson. Jackson dishes it down to Zubac. Zubac puts it up. That one won't go, and it is pulled down by Gay. Gay hands it off. JC looking to go down low. And does. Puts it up. Tough shot. Didn't go. Fancy footwork, though, for JC. Now here is Marcus Morris Sr. He is fouled, and will go to the line with 4:07. That's a play. My clock got ahead. The Morris brothers. Man, very physical. Very, consistent guys. You can expect effort from them every night, and you're seeing it already. Spoiler, no foul. Yeah. But, wow, what a start from the Jazz. Nickeil Alexander-Walker making it happen. We are 1 like away from 30 likes. You guys hit it up and put those score predictions down below. The window is still open for you to submit your prediction. And if you do get it right, we will Venmo you $5. Donovan Mitchell, 37 points Wednesday versus the Bulls. 25 points in that third quarter. That was fantastic to call. And, just awesome to see him really go out and kill it for the Jazz. Very fun to watch. Here is Morris Sr. at the line. First shot was no good. Second shot coming. It is up, and it is down 14-21. Here's Rudy Gay bringing it up for Utah. Very interesting decision to have him kind of run the point here. He hands it off for JB. Jared Butler up top, looking to extend this Utah Jazz lead. JB looking to go inside. Butler, step back three. Great shot, just didn't fall. I like that one, though. I do like that shot from him. That's one that he's made before. Here goes Reggie Jackson inside, and it goes off of his knee. It'll be Utah Jazz basketball here. 3:42 left to play in the first. Here is Butler for the Jazz off the inbound. He's got it up at the timeline. He crosses it. And final in Philadelphia. Dallas falls by 10 to Philly, 101-111. That's good news for the Jazz as Pascal goes inside, drops it in, and is fouled. 3:30 left to play, and he will go to the line for one more. You got to love the energy from Pascal. He's kind of raw, but seriously brings that, that really tough mentality to this team. I love it. So one more coming for Eric Pascal. Gotta love it. Very physical player. I feel like that's the best way to describe him. 6 points in 2 minutes. He's 3 for 3. All inside buckets right there, and he misses the free throw. It's rebounded by Reggie Jackson. Jackson has it up top for the Clippers. He's really been the leader for this team so far. 5 points. He pulls it from outside again. Great shot again, but just didn't go. So it will stay 14-23, 3:13 left to play in the first. Here is Clarkson. Clarkson working with it, looking to go inside. That one goes up in the air. It's batted away, and the Clippers have numbers. Here comes Jackson, gives it over. Now they don't have numbers. I'm not really sure what's happening right now as Covington throws it up top to Reggie Jackson, and now a corner three for Kennard. He'll usually make those, but wasn't able to knock that one down right there. Here is Pascal. Pascal working with it. He's been kind of just bullying his way inside. Does it again. Goes up and scores the bucket. And they're probably going to take a look at this as Covington is kind of clutching his face right there. Definitely incidental contact, though. And 2:39 left in the first. We head to a commercial timeout. The Jazz playing hard-nosed basketball. They're up 25-14. JC is playing. No points yet for him. He's 0 for 2 so far, but I'm sure he'll heat up here pretty soon. Hassan Whiteside playing or not? Hassan is not playing tonight. He is not playing tonight. 115 Jazz, 103 Clippers, CNN. I think that could be accurate. The Jazz are playing some really good basketball early in this one. Really good basketball early in this one, and you're right, Viper. I mean, he is playing, and we'll see what he does. Clarkson could be in for a huge night tonight. We are 1 like away from 30, my friends. If you guys could hit that up, that would really mean a lot to me. Music by Peace, salute to you, my man. Pascal has earned those minutes, Quinn. Yes, he has. Pascal is killing it tonight. 8 points already for Utah, 4 for 4. Donovan is also not playing, Lester. You are right. You are right about that. He is not playing tonight. Which is tough for the Jazz, obviously. And, this Clippers team is no shortage of loss of stars. as Kawhi and Paul George not playing, and they probably won't be for the foreseeable future, at least for a little bit. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do in the playoffs, because I feel like this is a playoff team. LA is definitely a very good team. We'll just see if they're able to kind of string together a little bit of momentum towards the end of the year. And I would like to see them win some games for sure. I like them. I think that they could definitely put up a fight. If they're healthy, I think they could put up a fight against anybody. And I think that a lot of people would agree with me on that, because you have guys like Norman Powell. Rocco is a phenomenal defender outside, and that's somebody who I wish the Jazz would have gone after. You absolutely fleeced Portland in that trade, and it really did add to their depth. So hopefully they can get healthy and make a run in the playoffs. That would be fun to watch. No Donovan. You are right. Pascal is on fire, though, and you got to just look at the effort that he brings. Really physical guy. Just goes inside, taking it to Zubac a lot. And I like that. Just kind of taking it to him. I love it. 32 likes. Let's try to get that up to 40 by the end of this commercial timeout. Eric Pascal plus 8 on the, or plus 5 on the floor so far. He's got 8 points and 3 minutes. Very impressive from Eric Pascal. Really that effort guy trying to prove that he deserves minutes. Takes it right past Rocco. Rocco, great defender. I love watching Robert Covington. Very, very, intelligent player. And Pascal just goes right past him. Very impressive. 14-25 is the score. Luke Kennard going to inbound it for the Clippers as we come out of this commercial timeout. 2:39 left to play in the first. And Terrence Mann going to take it up. He dropped 16 in that last game and dropped what felt like 50 against the Jazz in the last game of the playoffs. Reggie Jackson outside. Guarded by N.A.W. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And here is Marcus Morris Sr. That poked away by Gay, and now it's out in the corner. Terrence Mann doing what he does best. Knocks down a corner three, and that is something that you really like to see him doing. And again, very good young player for the Clippers in Terrence Mann. A guy who I think could totally be a great role player, if not more, for this team. Here's Rudy Gay. Puts it up and puts it in down low, uncontested. Although Rocco did kind of get down there pretty quick and was able to get a hand in his face, but nothing doing as he is able to knock it in. Reggie Jackson gives it down to Luke Kennard. Kennard working with it. Kennard outside. Has to kick it over to Robert Covington. Covington going inside. Puts it up. Oh, and that one just way off. And what? Gobert didn't touch it. They called a goaltending there, but Gobert didn't touch it. Yeah, but really, I mean, that's what the Clippers are trying to do. Yeah. Oh, he did touch it, but that... See, I'm not sure about that. Coach's challenge, and this one really did look like it was going up, and I'm not quite sure, but it did look like it was going it was going up at the time that Rudy went up and challenged it, so we'll see. I don't know, David. Hey, and no spoilers in there. No spoilers. At least not in the big moments. I don't care if you spoil the little things, but not in the big moments, please. We'll see. Ball looks like it's still on the way up when he does block it. So let's see. Goes up. Yeah. I think so. I think that's probably going to be overturned right there. Covington went up. Good shot. Just great defense by Rudy. And that's what he does best, obviously. That was kind of in the middle right there, where if he would have blocked it a millisecond later, I think it's a different call. Personally, as a ref, I don't know if I would overturn this, but I think for the sake of their sanity, they will. That's okay, David. Don't worry about it, man. Don't want him to talk about it now, but at HT, stick around. You can get tickets to see a Jazz game for an amazing price. Kenny is right. We'll talk about that at halftime, you guys. Got a lot of good stuff to talk about at halftime, and appreciate you, Kenny, for always keeping us informed. 1:44 left here in the first quarter. Still looking at this. I don't know. And this is one of those where it was really in the middle, and I couldn't tell off the bat whether it was what it was. Challenge is successful. Overturned. So Utah ball it will be. So good stuff from Quinn Snyder. Listening to Gobert and challenging that one. So 17-27, it will stay for the Jazz. And they will have the ball here. That was a great block by Gobert, though, in hindsight. And I mean, he really got up there to block that one. So very impressive from him. But we are back to action. 17-27 is the score. The Clippers down by 10. This game not out of hand, though, by any means. Here was Conley. Conley outside, guarded by Kennard. Kennard, pretty decent outside defender. Conley splits the defense, goes inside, and Rudy is just muscled away. Wow, what a play. Down low. Who is that? Isaiah Hartenstein did that to him. And now here is a kick out. Robert Covington left wide open, and that one's going to go every time. Rocco knocks it down. First 3 points of the game. Oh, oops. 27. Oops. Robert Covington is not on the Jazz. 20-27 is the score. Here's a kick over to Rudy Gay. Quick trigger three. That one goes. Rudy knocking it down from outside. Ocho. 20-30. The Jazz back up by 10. Rudy Gay come to play tonight. 5 points on 2 for 2. Here is Reggie Jackson. Puts it up a little bit short on that jumper. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker brings it down the floor. Here's Alexander-Walker outside. Gets a screen from Gobert. He fakes a jump shot, and a foul is called on the Clippers. 36 seconds left here. Give it to Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. Hi, sir. Please give me a shout out. Of course, Ariel. Appreciate you stopping in. Means a lot. So it's just going to be not on the shot here. Jazz still have the ball. Gay inbounds it to Mike Conley. Conley outside, driving, puts it up. Tough shot. That one doesn't go. He gets it back, kicks it out. Here's Rudy Gay. Now he kicks it over to Clarkson. Clarkson driving inside. Outside, it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He puts it up. That one won't go. No foul called. Rudy Gay gets another rebound, and he kicks it out. Here are the Jazz. Once again, 15 seconds left to play. Clarkson has it outside, and I'm not sure what's happening now. What a couple of rebounds by the Jazz. Very impressive. Alexander-Walker was outside and just couldn't knock down that three, but just another great offensive rebound by the Jazz. Rudy Gay going to inbound it. See if the Jazz can get something nice off here to end this quarter. Nice 30-point quarter already. Here is Conley. Conley outside. About 10 seconds left. Conley goes inside, puts it high off the glass. That one won't go. Isaiah Hartenstein pulls it down, and here comes Rocco. Rocco goes after it, and 2.2 seconds left here. 2.2 left here. Here is Rocco going to inbound it. Quick shot. And I don't even know if they're going to get one off. They do. That was bad execution, as that one will just go out of bounds. So we end this quarter 20-30. We head to the second with a pretty good game so far. It's been kind of a great hardball game for the Jazz. They started out shooting threes well, and then really didn't do that well after. And then they just started bullying inside. 33.3% from outside for Utah, 42% for LA, and it's just really been a clinic in the paint for the Jazz. 16 rebounds down there, and they've dominated in a lot of facets in that sense. An 85.3% chance right now for the Jazz to win this game, and that's obviously theoretical. But you just kind of take a look at this shot chart. Let's see what's going on here. The Jazz, again, you kind of see all of these shots. A lot from Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Royce missing some shots over here. Nickeil really likes to sit in the corner, but anyway, you just look at the paint right there, just domination. The Jazz haven't missed down next to the bucket. Very impressive stuff from them. JC still not having a great game so far. He's 0 for 2, though, so still a lot of room for him to take some shots and get the ball in the net. We will see what he does. All right. Appreciate you guys being in here. 81 in the chat. We've got a good stream going. You guys, like it up. We got 86 in the chat, but only 40 likes. If you guys could hit it up for me, that would mean a lot. Thank you, Contrast, for blocking that person. Just growing our chat rate. You guys, tell me who you think is going to win this game. I'm going to put out a poll right now. I think this is going to be a fun one, though. Should be a fun game here. I think that the Clippers are going to be able to come back in this one. I'm going to be honest. This game is supposed to be tight. I think it's going to be that way. You look at a guy like Luke Kennard, who's 0 for 1, but they're giving him some open looks. He's got to really get, fed the ball out there. And when he starts knocking down shots, it's game over for Utah because, man, he is a steady shooter. Steady shooter outside. Not really factor inside, but doesn't matter. He's always moving around off the ball and just hard to stop if you are Utah. But tonight, they've done a nice job. 20-30 is the score so far in this one. It's been a fun game. 50% from the field for Utah, 33% for the Clippers, and not it really hasn't been one of those. Oh, what the heck? Oops. Let's see, 11:50. It's just been kind of an interesting game for these guys as Clarkson goes inside on the second chance effort, puts in his own shot. Great effort down there by Clarkson. That's what he does best, just working his way around the defense inside. As here is Coffee inside. He puts up a shot. That one doesn't go. And it is pulled down by Rudy Gay. Gay on the right side. Hands it off. Here is Conley. Now a swing pass over to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Walker gives it over to Clarkson. Clarkson on the left side. Tough three ball. That one's good. 35-20. Clarkson puts the Jazz up by 15. Very great start to the quarter for the Jazz. They've got 5. Here's Hartenstein. Hartenstein working with it. And now here is Kennard. Kennard knocks it down. And that's one thing that you don't want to see if you're the Utah Jazz. Scary good shooter. Luke Kennard, obviously, in that three-point contest. Wasn't able to win, I don't believe. But he really is a great shooter. As Gobert is out-rebounded down low. Good effort, though. As here comes Terrence Mann. Mann on the outside. Kicks it all the way over to Covington. And he's going to take a three. That's an air ball. And it's rebounded by Clarkson. It had a weird bounce, kind of stayed in. A little bit of backspin. When you shoot a three with backspin, that's usually not a good thing. As here is Clarkson. Clarkson looking to go inside. Gets it poked away by Mann. Here is Mann. Has it. Goes outside, and he turns it over. Now here comes Alexander Walker. Walker gives it over to Clarkson. Three ball. That one doesn't go. And Hartenstein kind of dirty on these rebounds, but got it over to Coffee. Now over to Kennard. Kennard going to take a three. Oh, and that one won't go. No hesitation by either team to shoot quick threes in transition. Ow. Neck hurts. Gotta chill. Here is Conley. Conley outside. Tough three ball. That one doesn't go. Hartenstein is able to pull it down. Gives it over to Terrence Mann. Mann working with it. Mann outside. Hands it off. Here's Amir Coffey. Amir Coffey looking to go inside. Dishes it over to Hartenstein. He puts up a high arcing push shot. That one doesn't go. And now outside. Here's Coffey. He takes a three. That one doesn't go. Man. Ice cold. Here comes Conley. Conley gives it down to Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay kicks it out. Here is a wide open three for Nickeil. And he drains it. Nickeil Alexander-Walker has 7. No, he's got 10. Yeah, he's got 10. Nickeil leading the Jazz in scoring already. Gotta love it. First start with the Utah Jazz for Nickeil. Here is Terrence Mann outside. Mann working on Conley. Mann gets a screen from Hartenstein. Works around it. Here's another screen from Hartenstein. He won't use it. Kicks it out. Here's Covington. Step back three from the corner. That one's good. And a timeout on the floor. Very nice shot from Covington. little bright spot for the Clippers off the bench. Covington leading them in scoring with 6 points. Double-digit lead for the Utah Jazz. It's at 13, and we have 8:46 left in this second quarter. I'm going to go stretch my back at halftime. Man, this hurts. 76 in the chat. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Definitely there will be a comeback. Just a matter of what happens after. You're absolutely right. Scary Kennard. Yep. Canary. That's funny. Rex, JC has 5. Look at that. JC coming to play tonight. He is, I believe, 3rd on the Jazz in scoring so far. He's done a very nice job. He's also facilitating 2 assists already for JC. Nickeil Alexander-Walker leading in a couple categories right now. 10 points and 2 rebounds. He's tied in that category. So 10 points so for Nickeil, and that's fantastic. By the way, he had 9 in his first 4 games with the Jazz combined, and he had 16 in that last game versus the Bulls, and now 10 tonight in the first 2 quarters. This has been fantastic for him, and hopefully he can continue this momentum. Because, it's always good to see the young guys succeed, and, he's been fun to watch so far. Very fun to watch so far. All right, you guys. Appreciate you guys stopping in. It does mean a lot. And make sure, as you are coming in, to like up the stream. We are 3 likes away from 50. That would mean a lot. Alexander Walker, legit shooter. Yes, he is, man. And they're leaving him open, too. Mostly because there's a lot of other guys who can also make shots for the Jazz, but you gotta respect shooters like Walker. He's a very solid player. Oh. Oof. How? My back is just deciding to kill me tonight. Yes, Alexander Walker, great showing tonight. Very happy with what he has done so far in this game. It's been absolutely fun to watch. All right. Take a look at Nate Williams' player profile. This is the father of one of the people commentating tonight's game from Utah State University. Was the number 1 pick in the 1971 supplemental hardship draft for the Cincinnati Royals and 12.3 points per game in 4 seasons with the New Orleans Jazz. Very interesting to see. All right. Little player profile there here is Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Talk about a profile that's evolving for NAW. And there is a foul down low, 8:31 left to go. That foul going to go on the Jazz. Foul on Alexander Walker. That is his first. Here's Amir Coffey going to inbound. Coffey gets it in to Hartenstein. Isaiah Hartenstein outside, dishes it down to Mann, and there's another foul. 8:28 left here. Jared Butler called for that one. That's his first. Team's second. Okay. And there's a traveling on Hartenstein. That was quick. Good defense up top. Just make the center get the ball up upstairs where he doesn't really have much to do. 51 likes. Appreciate you guys. Now here's the inbound. It goes to Jared Butler. Butler working with it up top. Gets a screen from Pascal. Butler looking to go inside. Butler lulling the defense to sleep. Butler outside working on Hartenstein. He's got a mismatch. And he steps back for 3. Butler knocks it down. What a shot. I love it. Butler just absolutely fantastic from outside. Here is Terrence Mann. Kicks it over to Luke Kennard, and he drains a 27-footer. Whoa. That's something that not a lot of guys can do. Kennard is very good at it, though. That's why he's in the league. Here is Jared Butler. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Clarkson working on Rocco. Clarkson looking to take it inside and does. Puts it up with the right hand. Tough play. That one doesn't go. It's poked up by Juancho Hernan-Gomez, but it won't go. And Terrence Mann has numbers. He goes inside and is fouled. 7:29 left in the second quarter. A lot of quick fouls by the Jazz, but what a smooth move by Jared Butler. Very nice shot. He knew he had the mismatch. Just try to get enough space where he could take that three, and he did. Starters out, no problem. We deep, yes. Mike, this team has gotten much better just over time as we've played our younger guys, and it really has given them a lot more confidence to go out and make plays. You take a look at a guy like Jared Butler or like Nikhil, who are just putting in very good minutes for Utah right now. Here is the shot by Terrence Mann at the line, 30-41 now as we get back to game action. Here's Butler outside, working with it, trying to extend this lead for the Utah Jazz. He gives it over to Juancho. Now back to Jared Butler. JB 13 looking to go inside, puts it up. Oh, and that one's blocked away by Hartenstein. Very nice play. Hartenstein blocked that one away big time. That was a pass. Now here is O'Neal going to inbound it for Utah. O'Neal gets it into Pascal. Pascal goes inside, puts it up, and puts it in. Wow. What a play by Pascal. Man, he is just plowing through people. Called it a blocking foul right there on Terrence Mann. Kind of got in contact with Hartenstein, who was trying to defend right there. Definitely didn't have his feet set, though, so, fair call, fair call. Good to see Terrence Mann get up. He's all good. He took a hard fall there right there, though. So big in the Western Conference semifinals last year, Terrence Mann. Clippers taking a timeout. See if they can get anything extracurricular on this. See if they can get a charge called, possibly. We'll see what they're going after, but we had to a commercial break with 7:09 left in the second quarter. Thank you very much for stopping in, you guys. Shipping SLC in Fantasy League a close race. Hold on, let me check. I haven't looked. I gotta pay attention more to that. Hold on, let's see. Let's see who's winning the Fantasy League, you guys. We do have a 20-man league. I want to see the standings. Whoa, 17-0. Jeez, we have a couple of them. Oh, Mike, you're 17-0? Jeez. Yeah, you guys are killing it, man. Huh, that's crazy. A lot of people have a 0% chance to make the playoffs, according to this. Interesting. The winner does get something special. So, Mike, go ahead and win that one for us so we can send you some good stuff. I think Addison and I are both well out of contention in that league, though. 79 in the chat. Appreciate you guys being in here. Ty should not use the call on this. He's usually wiser. Yeah, true. The Jazz, you guys are predicting it 90% Jazz. Very interesting. Our chances for anything more than the 4 seed may be low, but hey, Grizzlies are losing. Hey, man, every win you can get matters right now for the Utah Jazz. This would be a big one to get. We are 5 likes away from 60. Help us out. Show the stream some love, you guys. Drop a like on it. It does help other people find the stream as well, so it really does help when you guys hit that up. So give us that like. It does mean a lot. Yeah, I don't think that Mann established legal guarding position right there. So Pascal was in the right to just kind of go in and really put his elbow down. It might have been a little unnecessary, but I could definitely see his reasoning and why he did it. All right. Eric Pascal. Fantastic game so far. He's got 10, and he will be at the line for one more. Terrence Mann called for the charge. Or not for the charge, for the blocking foul. Here is Pascal at the line. 5.5 points a game this season and 10 tonight. He's been fantastic. Every time Pascal gets called up, he's been absolutely terrific for the Utah Jazz. And, you got to just trust him. And he makes the free throw right there, 44-30. And we get started once again. 44-30 is the score. Jazz on top by 14. Here is Hartenstein up top. Hartenstein gives it over to Kennard, and Kennard wide open for an elbow jump shot. He can't knock it down, and Royce is going to be able to clear it away for the Utah Jazz. Kicks it over to Clarkson. Clarkson working with it on the left side. Clarkson up top, guarded by Kennard. He goes inside. Clarkson puts it up, off the glass and in. Beautiful shot by Jordan Clarkson, and the Jazz just dominating on the offensive end so far. Here is Terrence Mann. He gives it over to Luke Kennard. Now down to Covington. Covington drives hard to the baseline, and that one is going to be taken away. Nice block right there by Juancho Hernan-Gomez. And there is a tough drive by Pascal, and he is kind of stalled by Covington. And now Pascal gives it over to Butler. Here's a swing pass. Juancho, 3-ball. Got it! And the foul. No! They didn't call a foul. What? He got smacked, but what a shot. In the corner for Juancho. He's got 6. Love it. Here is Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann working with it up by the logo. He drives inside. Terrence, tough free throw line J, and he is going to be fouled. 5:49 left in the second quarter. Great play by Mann, though. Goes inside. And this game is not over, Clippers fans. Don't give up on your team. Trust me, these guys can get it done. They can. I've seen stints of it in this game. That was definitely a foul, though, on Juancho's shot. But Terrence Mann at the line for 2. Man. First one is up and good. The Jazz fans, by the way, do not like Terrence Mann because of what he did to him last year. So they're letting him hear it. A little bit of booing going on right now. Gobert checks in for Utah. Second shot here for Mann. Made that first one. Second one is up and good. 32-49. And now here comes Jared Butler. Butler working with it up top. Butler at the logo, guarded by Mann. Butler working his way down the floor. Going to stop and pop for 3. That one just a little bit short. It'll rim out. And the Clippers have a chance to cut this one to 15. Here's Terrence Mann. Mann driving hard. Kicks it out to Morris Sr. Marcus Morris going to square it up for 3. Will he get the shooter's bounce? No. And that one batted out to Clarkson. Great rebound by Clarkson right there. Clarkson working with it. He's going to reset the offense. He splits it, goes inside, puts it up. Tough play, and he is fouled. Hard fall by Clarkson, but gets right back up, and that's what you got to love about Clarkson. He's a fighter. Wow. Foul on Zubac. What a sequence for the Jazz, just really dominating in this quarter. 12-20 is the scoring difference in this quarter. Gotta love it. 50-32 is the score as Clarkson knocks down that first one. Led team in plus-minus versus the Bulls at plus 17 with 26 points on 11 for 18 shooting. He's already had a pretty nice game tonight. 10 points, and we're about midway through this second quarter. Second shot at the line here for Clarkson is up and good. So 51-32. Jazz up 19. Once again, I don't think this game is over by any means because the Clippers can come back in a hurry with shooters like Luke Kennard. Here is Reggie Jackson, gives it down to Ivica Zubac. That's not how you're going to come back as he puts it up by Rudy Gobert. And that one, just an absolute brick down low. You got to kick it out. As here's Jared Butler. Butler looking to go inside, gives it down to Gobert. Gobert has that one poked away, and Gobert hits the deck. That one will go to the Clippers, though. Big men clashing down low. 4:51 left here in the second. I don't know. That might have been off of Zubac, but I don't know. Rudy last to touch it is what they're going to call it. So here we go. Missing 5 rotation players, Utah off to a really good start so far in this game. 0 field goals in the last 3 minutes for LA. Here's Reggie Jackson. Reggie going inside, puts it up. Very nice. Little finger roll right there. 34-51. 17-point game. Again, this game not quite out of hand for the Clippers. They're still in striking distance for sure. Here is Butler. He lobs it up for Rudy Gobert. Beautiful execution by Jared Butler. And honestly, he really is showing signs of some great development. And in a specific way that reminds me of a guy who is leading the Jazz in scoring this year, Donovan Mitchell. He looks exactly like him, just a younger version. Here is Reggie Jackson. Gives it over to Batum. And now here's a steal by Clarkson and a foul, giving the Jazz some of their own medicine. A little bit of a foul right there. On foul will go. Oh, oops. 51. Foul will go. It doesn't matter. It's Jazz basketball. Outside, it's Conley. He gives it over to Clarkson. Clarkson looking to go inside. That foul was on Batum. Sorry, I blanked for a second. Clarkson puts it up. Won't get it to go, but Gobert is there. Gobert goes right inside on Zubac. Puts it up and puts it down. Zubac, no match for Rudy Gobert. 5:38 left in this quarter. What a fantastic play by Gobert. Zubac playing some nice defense, but Rudy Gobert just able to really get into him and puts it up and in. Zubac having a tough game today. 2 points on 1 for 5. Rudy Gobert making his presence known. 9 rebounds already. Knocks down the free throw with poise. And the Jazz are up by 21. 22. Pardon me. All right, 15-4 run for the Jazz. This here is Reggie Jackson. Hard bucket. Ivica Zubac misses it again, and it's going to be rebounded by the Jazz. They have a chance to extend their lead to 24-25, and here is Clarkson. Clarkson looking to go inside. He kicks it out to O'Neal. O'Neal driving inside, kicks it back out. Here's Conley. Conley hands it off to Gobert. Now back to Conley. Conley gets a screen from Gobert. Goes inside, puts it up. Tough shot. That one doesn't go. Rudy Gay's there. Puts it up and in. 58-34. The Jazz are up by 24. 17-4 run in the last 4 minutes for the Utah Jazz. Fantastic stuff from Utah. Here is Batum on the left wing. Gives it down to Morris Sr. Marcus Morris working with it down low on Rudy Gay. Dishes it over to Clarkson. And Clarkson with that steal. What a great play. Lobs it over to Royce O'Neal. And he gets the finish. Timeout on the floor. Much needed. 4:35 left here in this second quarter. Wow. 2 30-point quarters for the Jazz already, and they're leading 14-30 in this quarter. Very impressive stuff from Utah. You gotta love what you're seeing from them. Shout out from the Philippines to you, Palita. Thank you very much for being in here. Still, this game not quite out of hand, I wouldn't say. Like a lot, but it just went in. Exactly, CNN. For the Clippers, honestly, you just got to turn up defensively, and then you'll be in a good position to win this game. But honestly, I mean, it's just been kind of a lapse in effort right now for these guys. It's been tough. It has been tough. All right, let's see. Did Nebraska baseball win? The telling signs. Oh, they're only in the 6th inning. Wow. Anyway, we are in a good game tonight. 34-60. The Jazz really doing some nice things tonight. They are putting on a clinic in the paint. Not so much outside. 42% from outside, so not bad. But 30 rebounds to 17. That is absolutely incredible. And I love what I have seen from the Utah Jazz so far. It's been absolutely incredible. Very impressive. As you can see in the box score here, Nickeil Alexander-Walker with 10. And, just a very widespread scoring effort for the Utah Jazz so far. Let's get back to game action here as here's Rocco pulls it up from outside. That one won't go, and it's pulled down by Rudy Gay. Gay pacing the floor for the Jazz. Gay splits the defense. He's going inside. He gives it over to Mike Conley. Conley working with it outside. Conley goes inside, dishes it over to Gobert. Gobert gets that one poked away. He's able to get his own miss and puts it down. If you're Hartenstein down there, you really got to fight for positioning. He's not fighting for positioning right now. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. God. How did that even, 150. Here is Clarkson outside. He squares it up for 3. That one doesn't go. Rudy's able to get 2 offensive rebounds. And now here is Clarkson. Clarkson kicks it over to Conley for 3. Yes. What a shot by Conley. Puts the Jazz up by 31. Holy moly. 24-4 run. This is impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Hartenstein outside. Dishes it over to Amir Coffey. Coffey looking to go inside. And he dishes it over to Kendrick. No, that is Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood called for the travel. Hartenstein is no match for Rudy Gobert. There has never been a truer sentence said. Holy moly. He is just dominating right now. 11 rebounds already for the big man out of France. Here is Conley. Gives it down to Gobert, and he just slams it home. Where the heck is Hartenstein? What is he doing? Oh, my gosh. He stinks. Hartenstein is unbelievably bad right now. Here is Amir Coffey. Coffey down low. Swings it over all the way to Semi Ojeleye. Semi goes inside. Hard drive. No foul call. That should have been a foul call, guys. And now here comes Clarkson. Clarkson working with it. Gives it over to Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay splits the defense. Goes inside. Takes it up. He wanted everything, but didn't get it. But Gobert is there and puts it up inside. And he has 12 and 13 rebounds for the big man. No, 13 points and 12 rebounds for Gobert. This is insane. As here is Hartenstein outside. Takes a 3. That's a bad shot. And nothing doing. 69-34. Holy moly. This is absolutely insane. The Jazz just dominating inside. Clarkson has it. 10 seconds to go just about. Clarkson looking to go inside and does. Clarkson spinning, puts it up over Hartenstein. Got it, and Hartenstein is getting pounded down low. Here's the inbound. 1 second. Nothing doing. 71-34. What a half for the Utah Jazz. Oh, my goodness. This is what we needed. Holy moly. I love it. I love it, you guys. This is absolutely phenomenal for Utah. These guys are giving their all. They came out. They dominated. Look at this scoring distribution, you guys. Look at this scoring distribution. Hold on. I'm going to show it to you in just a sec. 101 in the chat. Very impressive stuff from the Utah Jazz. Should I take the Clippers second half? Maybe. Maybe. Because, look, I think that the Clippers go in the huddle, and Reggie Jackson is like, let's go. Let's go. Isaiah Hartenstein, do not play that man another minute. And hold on. Let me look at his... Let me look at his plus minus. Minus 18. He is so bad. It cannot go any more understated. Isaiah Hartenstein is absolutely horrible right now for this team. This may be the statement game, man. These guys want to win big time. Look at that. 11 for 40 for the Clippers. The Jazz just getting up more shots and making more of them. 29 for 56. Fantastic stuff. And also look at the rebounds. Let's see. 38-17. That is unacceptable. The Jazz have one center in the game right now. The Clippers are not taking advantage and not getting it done. Not getting it done right now in the paint. Kenny, thank you for reminding me. Let's take a moment to look at SeatGeek, the best way to get tickets for a low price and get a good deal. And one way that you can get an even better deal with SeatGeek, use code JazzHuddle for $20 off your first purchase. And it also gives back to the channel, so thank you in advance for doing that for us. It really does mean a lot. Hartenstein leads the clip. Clips in plus minus overall, though, for the year. Man, he is getting killed down low by Gobert. Absolutely killed. What a half, though. Viper, you could not have said it better. For the Clippers, honestly, all you got to do is just start making your shots. They're not really generating open looks. Not a lot of good passing. 7 assists so far. 17 for the Jazz. Incredible stuff. Hartenstein is a good player. I think so, but he is just getting absolutely bully balled down low. And let's take a look at that box score once again, because I want to take a look at kind of what has happened here. Look at the diversity in the scoring column for the Jazz here. Just a bunch of guys getting the job done. 71 points in a half for the Jazz. That is a huge half. And look at O'Neal with 5. Juancho has hit 2 threes. He has been, he's denied a couple guys down low. 2 blocks. No. He's had a couple steals that should have been counted as blocks, I would say. But Juancho, 6 points. He's adding to it. You got to love it. Rudy Gobert, 13 and 12. Holy moly. Gobert, just dominant down low. Mike Conley with 5. He's been plus 28 on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jazz playing absolutely lights out tonight. Also, take a look at this number. 37, plus 37 for Royce O'Neal. Absolutely fantastic. Can I say the ball movement is better without Mitchell? The games that he had missed, the ball seems to move better. Not saying anything bad. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, when you have a star, he demands touches, and that's something that you kind of have to give him, and I'm okay with that. If the ball movement isn't as good without Mitchell, that's okay. But you just really see what the effects are of having great ball movement, at least for one game. Just wow. Look at Nickeil Alexander-Walker with 10. Very good from him tonight, and I've been very excited to see that. Yeah, one heck of a deal. You're right, Kenny. Got to use code Jazz Huddle on SeatGeek, and it really is a fantastic deal. Jared Butler with 3 as well, and he's also got 3 assists. He's been fantastic at really facilitating for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson putting in his usual 11 points to start. Now let's look at the Clippers and kind of see what they can do better. One guy that I would expect to turn it up in this second half here, Reggie Jackson. He's made three shots, but only 7 points for him so far. So a bunch of inside buckets for him. I believe he's had 1 3 so far. Yes, and he's really just got to turn up down there. So we'll see. We'll see what he does. Look at Hartenstein though. 5 rebounds total, 1 assist, 2 steals. But really just hasn't been an impact player tonight. The Jazz killing him because the Clippers did switch to a zone there towards the end of that second quarter, and the Jazz just able to infiltrate it time and time again with their big men, which has been very interesting to watch. Brandon Boston Jr. has not entered the game yet. He's a guy. He was the guy who was with the other guy. Who was the guy who died from Kentucky? Brandon Boston Jr. though. I would like to see him play in this game. Rodney Hood also. Rodney Hood in this game as well. And that's going to be interesting to see how the Jazz fans treat him. Obviously played a long time with Utah and made some significant contributions. So we'll just have to see if he does end up getting some minutes. But let's take a look at the shot chart. This game is just vengeance. Yes, man. The Jazz know a little bit better than anybody else that the Clippers are a very good basketball team, and they want to do some damage to them tonight. So I like them coming out and just making shot after shot after shot. Look up here. The only space where the Jazz have been cold, it's up here at the top of the key, mostly because Donovan is not in the lineup tonight, so they don't have that consistent shooting from up there. But in the corners, they're knocking down shots. Take a look at all these threes. A couple of them made by Nickeil. Another one right there by Nickeil. And Jared Butler, a lot of just widespread scoring. And look at inside how they are dominating. JC in there. Rudy Gobert several times down low. Just very effective shooting down low. And you can see how spread out these shots have been. There was a really good shot by Luke Kennard. That was a 31-footer. I thought this was crazy. Kennard just pulled up from no man's land and nailed it. And he's got to get more involved in this offense, honestly. He's moving around, but he's just not getting fed the ball. I think if you're the Clippers in this second half, if you want to make a comeback, 3s are better than 2s, and you really got to be looking for Kennard. He's always open. He's moving quickly on the on the perimeter. You got to find him in the corners. He will knock down shots for sure. Terrence Mann knocking down a couple threes, and he's going to be also important. But he kind of got bumped a little bit and fell to the floor. You take a look at a guy for the Jazz. Eric Paschall has been fantastic, really bully balling his way into the paint. But you just really see how widespread this scoring has been for Utah. And you wish it could be like this every game. Everybody getting touches. Xavier Sneed, the only guy who hasn't scored yet for the Jazz. Everybody who's played has scored. And it's been very, very impressive. So Rudy Gay, once again, with 7 points so far. He's got 8 rebounds as well to his name, really playing that small ball center role a little bit, and that was something that I talked about in the pregame. You're going to have to watch that as we get closer to the playoffs. Will they attempt to implement him into a small ball role? And so far, we've seen that I may be right about that. I think they are looking to get him into one of those things where when they are playing teams like the Clippers, who have Batum, who have Mann, who have guys who can just kind of really move around a lot faster than bigger guys would be able to, they got to be able to contend with him, and that's exactly what Rudy Gay does for the Jazz, and it's been fantastic to watch him succeed tonight. And you love it because he's really struggled in a few games before this one. So it's very good to see him playing well. But also, you really just got to take a look at what the Jazz have done in terms of, living up to not having 2 stars in here and adapting. I think it's been fantastic. I was talking about this before the game. Sometimes the Jazz are not good at adjusting their game plan to fit whatever situation they're in. Tonight, completely different story, 34-71. It's been absolutely fantastic to watch them, and the energy has been, phenomenal from guys like Eric Paschall, who really doesn't get a lot of playing time, but every time the Jazz have called on his name, he has come out and he has put in effort. And that's what I want from Eric Paschall. I don't want him to be a main guy on the Jazz. I want him to have stints where he comes in and just takes it to the tin. That is what you're looking for from a guy like Eric Paschall. But he's so good at it too. And he has taken it into Zubac, into Hartenstein, and just gotten through him. It's been fantastic. I don't know where all these people are coming from, Kenny. But, just keep blocking them. You got it. 91 in the chat. Please tell me, who are you guys rooting for in this game? I think the Clippers still have a chance. They got 24 minutes to make a big difference. And you got to look at guys like Terrence Mann. You got to look at Reggie Jackson. Are they going to be able to really get out and, have an effect on the floor? There wasn't a lot of effect going on for those guys in this game so far. So they got to come out and really get the job done in this next 24 minutes here. Biggest comeback in NBA history is 36. We are already at the point where Clippers would have to break the record. Yes, I guess we are, but I think there's still a chance, man. Probably not, Kenny. Probably not. Once again, the Jazz shooting 42.9% from 3 and 51.8% from the field in general. It's been fantastic. To make this interesting, yes, Mike, yes. Yes, I am. Oh, man. What a game so far for Utah. Without Whiteside, without Donovan, without Bogdanovich, without a lot of other guys, too. Trent Forrest also sitting tonight. It's just been fantastic to see them fight adversity tonight and come out and just put on a dominant performance so far in this game. Been absolutely fantastic. Also, take a look at Greg Popovich, who is now the leading scorer, the leading coach in NBA history in terms of wins. And he is, absolutely a key to basketball. Unfortunately, the Jazz end up on the wrong side of history once again. But that's just kind of what happens to us, it seems, sometimes. So, hey, man. It is what it is. I'm okay with it. And I'm glad that he has the record because I wouldn't want anybody else to have it. All right, you guys. Once again, thank you for stopping in. It's been a fun game so far. I appreciate every single one of you guys coming in and really supporting tonight. We've got almost 80 likes already, 90 people in the chat. Love it. Pop went for 55 tonight. House also. Yes, House also out. A lot of guys out for the Jazz, but even, in my opinion, a lot more is at stake right now for the Clippers because they are sitting at 36-36. Worst case scenario, you don't want to fall out of the play-in, right? You have to fight right now. Fight to get momentum. Not even to win, but you have to fight to get momentum. Go into the next game feeling like you have built momentum from that last game when you may have taken a tough loss, but it doesn't matter because you're making shots. You're doing all of the little things right. That's what the Clippers have to do right now. This next half is not going to be pretty for them. They're going to have to fight if they want to get back, but we are nearing this third quarter here, so get ready as we have more basketball coming up for you. All right. Appreciate you guys stopping in once again, though. It does mean a lot. Addison is missing a good game. He is missing a good game tonight, but he is in New York. Hey, man, I would rather be in New York right now than in my room, for sure. All right, you guys. This is the first all-female broadcast for the Utah Jazz. It's been interesting to listen to. Start of the third quarter coming up right around the corner here. What a game so far for the Utah Jazz. They are making it happen here in Vivint Arena. It's been absolutely a joy to watch, and we'll see what they do here. It's gonna be fun for sure. All right. And let me know how your guys' brackets are doing. Mine are doing absolutely horrible. My highest one is 58.1%. It's my highest one. Usually I have brackets that are up towards the 70s, but this year, wow, what a weird March Madness. This game is very amazing. I can't imagine how the Jazz make this mismatch game over Clippers. Happy today. Another win for the Philippines. K.A. Good vibes. Appreciate you being in here. My man, you are the man. Darren, appreciate you being in here as well. Kenny Frederick posting that Discord link. Make sure you guys go join that if you have not already. That does mean a lot. Wow. I mean, what a showing by Utah and Clarkson, playing about as well as you could ask for. The third quarter coming here very shortly. And I'm excited to see what happens. Leading scorers for the Jazz: Rudy Gobert, Jordan Clarkson, Eric Pascal with 11, Nickeil Alexander with 10, and Rudy Gay with 7. And for the Clippers, a lot of 6s and 7s right now in the scoring category, but we are getting right back to scoring here. And also, let's take a look at this game flow chart. You see, some upticks early in the game for the Clippers, but man, they just kind of had a rough stint scoring in the Jazz, just like a staircase going up and up and up and up and up. And they really do have a great chance to win this. But 93.9, again, still a chance for the Clippers. It's slim, but they got a great coach in Tyronn Lue, a guy from Nebraska. I got to be high on him. But I do like their chances here to mount a nice little comeback for themselves. It would be interesting. They have already won a 35-point deficit. That was versus Washington. Washington a little bit worse than Utah, but still possible. Utah is actually kind of similar to Washington when they don't have all of their guys in. 90 in the chat. Appreciate you guys being in here. Shout out to you, Jay. Appreciate you being in here from Zamboanga City in the Philippines. All right, we are off and running. Here is Clarkson. Clarkson on the right side getting us started. 34-71 is the score. Gives it over to Nickeil. Nickeil looking to go inside. Alexander Walker spinning, kicks it out. Here's Juancho. Juancho going inside, kicks it back out. Nickeil, 3-ball. That one won't go, and it's pulled down by Semi Ojeleye. Semi swings it over to Amir Coffey. Coffey on the left side. Coffey gives it down low to Zubac, and that one's poked away, but Zubac is able to retain possession. Gives it over to Rodney Hood, and he pulls a shot that won't go. Now here is O'Neal. O'Neal gives it down to Gobert, and Gobert gets that one poked away. Here comes Semi Ojeleye. Great defense already by the Clippers, showing some improvement here as Ojeleye steps out, won't take a three. He'll dish it down to Zubac. Zubac gives it over to Hood, and Hood goes upstairs, puts it up and in. Tough shot by Rodney Hood. Long-time journeyman for the Utah Jazz, but he's kind of made his way around the league now with the Clippers. 35 left now, and here's Terrence Mann. Mann puts it up. That one won't go, and it's pulled down by Gobert. Gobert Gives it to O'Neal. O'Neal, here's the handoff to Alexander Walker. He gets a screen from Gobert. He won't use it, just dishes it to Gobert. Gobert going inside on Zubac, puts it up, and that one won't go. Gobert going to go to the line. I need to see, they have pronunciations for this. They do not. Why do they not have pronunciations for Vicha Zubac? I don't know how to pronounce it. If anybody knows, put it in the chat. There is a foul on Terrence Mann up top. 36-71 is the score. 10-18 left in the third quarter. Quinn Snyder coaching a very good game today. Man, he got his game plan right. I'm not really sure what it was, but all I know is that we have scored a lot more points than the other team so far. Here is Conley. Conley outside, guarded by Mann. Conley gets a screen from Gobert. He'll use it. Takes a three wide open. That one won't go. The Jazz a little bit cold to start here. Here is Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood trying to take advantage of these third quarter Jazz woes. They give it down to Zubac. Zubac bullies his way inside. Puts it up and no match for Gobert. Gobert out of bounds. It'll stay with Utah. Foul on the Clippers. Key games for the Utah Jazz. You look at Dallas, who lost to Philadelphia, and Denver loses to Cleveland in overtime. Those losses will help the Utah Jazz, now only 3.5 games back of the Warriors, who are the 3 seed, and without Steph Curry. This could be a tighter race than we think, if assuming the Jazz win tonight, but there's another turnover and a foul by the Jazz. 9:38 left here in the third, and I mean, what would it be like if the Jazz were able to steal this 3rd seed from the Warriors? If this is a sign that they're going and trying to win this one out, that would be fantastic. Zubac just got his 4th foul, and now here is the pass to Terrence Mann for the Clippers. Clippers have it outside. It is Coffee. Coffee looking to go inside, dishes it down to Zubac, and he goes up and is fouled. Great play. Got to get him to the line. Force the Jazz to foul a little bit. Get him out of their rhythm, man. All right. 78 in the chat. Appreciate every single one of you guys being in here. What's going on, Matt C? What is going on, Matt C? Appreciate you being in here. Zubats. Okay, thank you. Zubats knocks down the first one. 37-71. Again, this game, I believe that is, what is that? 34 is the lead right now. Second shot from Zubac is up and good. And now here is Alexander Walker. Gets it to Conley. Conley running the floor for the Jazz. Conley up top, guarded by Coffee. The Jazz yet to score in this the third quarter so far. Here is Conley. Gives it down to Gobert. Gobert gets that one poked away, and here comes Terrence Mann. Mann looking to go inside. Puts it up right into Wancho, and then there is Hood with the follow. 40-71. 31-point game here. Trying to get it within 20. Nikhil outside. Kicks it over. Conley looking to go inside. Puts it up and is fouled. 8:49. $40-71 is the score. Conley at the line. First one is up and no good. Second one coming here in just a second. Second free throw coming for Mike Conley. It's so audible. I don't know why. Usually the audio is not this clear, but I can hear people in the crowd talking and I can hear their conversations. Some guy's talking. He was saying that somebody was giving away Karl Malone jerseys. I don't know if anybody else heard that, but maybe that was just me. Here is Semi Ojeleye, puts it up and is blocked away, and here come the Jazz. Very nice defensive play. I'm not even sure if that was a block, just maybe a bad shot. as here's Conley. Gives it over to O'Neal. O'Neal working with it outside. Kicks it over to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He drives. Puts it up. Tough play. That one doesn't go. Ojale is able to pull it down, trying to get his team within 30. Dishes it down to Coffee, and he goes up and drops in his first bucket of the game. 42-72. There's a very loud Clippers fan in the stands. You can hear him like scream every time they score. It's loud. Here is Conley. He puts it up, and that one won't go from outside. Clippers have a chance to get this one in the 20s. Terrence Mann dishes it over to Hood. Now here is a screen, and Amir Coffee goes up towards the left wing. Now here's Zubac. Zubac's working with it up top, gives it over to Semi Ojale. Ojale going inside, puts it up, tough shot. That one's blocked away, and here comes Nickeil. Nickeil gives it over to Conley. Conley looking to go inside. He dishes it over to Gobert, who slams it home. Gobert has 15 tonight and 14 rebounds. A little bit more quiet on the rebounding sector, but in every other way, he's been fantastic. Now here is Gobert, gets a rebound down low. Missed shot by Zubac. And here comes Conley. Conley looking to go inside. Splits the defense, goes into Rodney Hood, kicks it out. Here's a shot by Wancho, and that one won't go, but Gobert is there, puts it up and in. 76-42. And Gobert puts the Jazz up by 34. 17 points and 15 rebounds for him. 21 second chance points for the Utah Jazz. They've been fantastic tonight in that facet of the game. Here is Rodney Hood. Hood kicks it out to Coffee. Coffee working with it outside. Coffee going to take a three. That one a little bit short. It's going to go off the backboard and out. And here comes O'Neal. O'Neal bringing it down for the Jazz. O'Neal gets a screen from Nickeil. Now here's Gobert up top. He gets a screen. Now gives it to Conley. Conley goes inside. Lays it up. That one won't go, though. And here comes Coffee. Coffee driving for the Clippers. Coffee's got numbers, but he's just not going to use it. As here's Mann. He steps back. Very nice move. Takes a three. That one won't go. Man, they are just not shooting well. Not shooting well right now for the Clippers. Here is Nickeil and a timeout taken by Utah. Double-double for Rudy Gobert. 16 rebounds, 17 points. He's going to be in for a huge rebounding game tonight. Let's go Filipino pride, Jordan Clarkson. Yes, my Filipinos, let me know in the chat, how are you feeling on this fine morning for you guys? Appreciate you guys stopping in. Jazz making sure over the lead. Comeback, maybe Bambi. Hey, listen, I don't know yet. It's kind of hard to call right now, you know what I'm saying? But I would say that this could get a lot closer as we head down the line. Jazz win, I think, too. I think the Jazz are going to win, but I think this one could get a lot closer because the Jazz are not scoring as efficiently as they were. This quarter started out 8-0 in favor of the Clippers, but the Jazz were able to drop in 5 points, so that put their lead back up to 34. But again, I do feel like this is a team that can come back really quickly if they get hot from beyond the arc. So we'll see what happens with this. Hey, and while we're in the break, 92 in the chat, make sure you guys are dropping in a like if you have not already. It does mean a lot, and it helps get the channel out to people who might not be able to access Jazz games. So, hey, man, help us out. That really would help for sure. Tight game between Davidson and Michigan State. 32-31 is the score in that one. Michigan State on top. First round almost done. Wisconsin-Colgate, last game to be played. That one coming up here soon. 46-37, Houston is on top of UAB, Seton Hall, and TCU. 16-11 in favor of TCU. Plenty of time for the LA Clippers to catch up, though. Absolutely. And I wouldn't expect anything less from them. They are a good basketball team. And listen, Tyronn Lue is great at organizing these things. I think he's going to be fantastic. Watching from the Philippines, go for the win, Jazz. We love you, JC. We love JC too. And we're happy to see him getting some great minutes tonight. JC is the flamethrower, and we'll see what he's doing. Kide Ken, you're a Clipper fan. It's not happening tonight. Hey man, never count your team out. Never count them out. We'll see. If they can't get it to 25 by this fourth quarter, we'll see. We will see. Oh, this is cool. Royce O'Neal's mom, one of the most active on Twitter. They're recognizing him right now on the TV for his high school days and his college days. All career highs this year in points with 7.8, 65% from 2-point and 42% from outside. He has really taken that Joe Ingles role a little bit for the Utah Jazz. Great scorer. He's kind of evolved in that sense, and it's very fun to watch him go after it night after night. Very fun. Here is Royce O'Neal going to inbound it for the Utah Jazz. Gets it in to Jared Butler. Butler getting a few more minutes here in this third quarter. Butler gets a screen from Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Walker gives it over to Clarkson. He takes a three. That one won't go. Terrence Mann has it for the Clippers. Terrence Mann up top. Kicks it over to Amir Coffey. Coffey working with it. Coffey gets it over to Rodney Hood. Bad pass, but it is deflected by Nickeil. So I guess it maybe wasn't a bad pass, but great deflection right there by Nickeil. Didn't let Hood get that ball. And Hood is a deadly shooter. 47% for the Jazz on shooting so far. As here's Semi Ojeleye. Takes it from outside. That one's short. And it will be, poked in by Zubac downstairs. Gotta love it. Zubac maybe getting some good minutes here with Rudy Gobert off the floor. But, man, when Gobert is on the floor, it is so hard for this team to score. And I don't blame him. Here is Nickeil. Puts it up. Tough shot. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, baby. Wow. Love that action. Nickeil Alexander-Walker just going inside, dropping that deuce in down low. Here's Rodney Hood outside. Kicks it over. Semi Ojeleye has it. Dishes it down. And a foul will be called on Utah. That one going on Nickeil. That's going to be his third, but he's got 11 tonight. I really do think that Nickeil Alexander-Walker could be a great piece on future Jazz teams, and I am absolutely adamant about that. He will totally have a role on future teams, but he is going to check out right now as he does have a few fouls. Hood inbounds it to Man, and Man working with it. Gives it out to Semi Ojeleye. Lewis, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Over to Semi Ojeleye once again. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, and he is fouled. If you are the Clippers right now, just got to keep working at clawing back in this game. Clawing back. That's the name of the game right now for them, and I think that they're definitely capable of it. We'll see if they're able to, get this one a little closer as we move on. Go Clippers spirit. Yes, Finney. That's what I'm talking about. Got to have that. Here's a real question for you all. Why can't Rudy play with this style every night? Jazz can handle inside-out game more. Yeah, absolutely, Clark. I don't know. He has been fantastic in this game. Semi Ojeleye makes that first one. 45-78. Now Robert Covington going to check back in. That just made the Jazz scoring on the perimeter a little bit harder. Semi's second shot at the line. Ojeleye. Shot is up and good. So 46-78. This one. I mean, they're clawing back for sure. And we'll see what they can do. 12-7 so far. The scoring break up for the breakdown for this quarter. Here's an outside pass to Pascal. He didn't take the three. He's going to kick it out to Rudy Gay, who will take the three, and that's a deep shot. Did not go, and Amir Coffey able to pull it down. So here is Ojeleye outside. Ojeleye kicks it out to Covington, and he takes a shot. That one won't go, and it is pulled down. Oh, and Gay slams it home on the other end. Great rebound and pass out by O'Neal. What a play. Got that one. Didn't get that first dunk he attempted earlier, but got that one right there. Here's Zubac. Gives it over to Rodney Hood. Hood outside. Hood calls for some action up top. Ojeleye going to give it to him. He goes down low. Zubac has the ball now on the left post. Puts it up. Great play. Got fouled and won. Dominant down low. That was a nice play. Zubac is at that size where he can really be a little bit more mobile than some guys. And you know he's versatile for that reason. Not a shooter, but he can really make a difference when he is down low and not guarded by a big man. Zubac at the line. That shot is up and good. So 49-80 now as we get back to action. 49-80 is the score. Up top, it's Butler. Butler looking to go inside. Gets a free lane to the hoop. Puts it up and in. What a touch by Jared Butler again. I talked about it earlier. He is showing signs of development as well. Another young guy who could do some damage for the Jazz. And he really does look like a younger version of Donovan Mitchell, who wasn't an all-star right away, you know. But he does look very good so far in this game. 5 points for him, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Ojale puts it up. Nice baseline kind of floater looking thing and put it up and in. 51-82. 3:15 left here in the third quarter. Outside, Pascal, 3-ball. Bang! Oh, yeah. Pascal wide open. The Jazz, you know, the staff has fixed his jumper, his outside jumper in particular. He used to kind of flare his legs a little bit. Now he doesn't do that. Amir Coffey puts it up from outside. He's been off all game. 2 points on 1 for 6 shooting. Now here come the Jazz once again. Pascal goes inside, puts it up. That one won't go, and it's pulled down by Rocco. Rocco swings it over. Here's Coffey on the left wing. Coffey working with it, kicks it over. Rodney Hood. That's a 3-ball, and that one, oh my goodness. Everything but in. That was so close. Butler outside, dips inside, and that one poked away from him, but it will stay with the Utah Jazz. 2:29 left in the third quarter. 2:30 left in the third quarter, and a timeout called. What a fun game so far. Thank you guys for sticking with me today. It's been a very fun game so far. 84 in the chat. You guys stick around. Again, this game could get a lot closer. And if you are the Clippers, you just really got to work on building momentum here and trying to claw your way back into this game. It's not going to be easy, but you got to claw for sure. Denver got a real MVP. They do. And I feel like it's not talked about enough, but Nikola Jokic, the way he dominates is just different from any other player in this league, in my opinion. Just a different type of player for sure. But I do love the way that that Jokic plays. If the Jazz have home court, I would take Dallas. But if the Jazz have home court, I would take Dallas, but only if we have home court in my mind. If we don't have home court, I think the Jazz can be a first round exit. Real talk. Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right about that. The Jazz can definitely win that series if they have home court advantage. You can see what it can do for you. I mean, right now, this crowd really has been, you know, on top of it all game. Do what Brian Seaman does in a blowout. Just make coffee. Yeah, coffee puns. That's Amir coffee puns. That is funny. Who is that? Brian Seaman. Let me look him up. I haven't seen him before. Is he the streamer for? See the streamer for you guys? Oh, yeah. I know who he is. He's the play-by-play guy for you guys. Yeah, I've heard him before. He's good. Clippers have a good setup for that for sure. For sure. 87 in the chat. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Let's try to get even on likes. We need 2 more likes to get to 84. Let's try to do it. I think Mavs want the Jazz because they want Luka switching on Rudy every time. Yeah, absolutely, Kide. And, you know, you look at the way that Luka plays versus the Jazz. In that last game, he really took it to Gobert a lot of the time. And one of the things that I noticed was, you know, he really made it personal with him by just constantly going at him. And I don't blame him, man. When you I do not watch Locked On Mavericks. Oh, are you talking to them? I do. I watch Locked On Jazz. I don't really like the guy who does it. I don't like David Locke. I think he's kind of like, he's almost like, he sounds like a teenager. And I know I'm a teenager, but I have a different voice than he does, I guess. All right. Trevor Booker on the sideline for the Jazz. Boris Diaw also in the crowd. Terry Stotts also out there. Very interesting. They pointed out Terry Stotts was there, but they were quiet about it because they didn't want to reveal that he's probably got a role in the Jazz front office that they haven't announced yet, as Gobert is fouled down low. Or no? Yes, Gobert at the line. First shot for Gobert up and good. Man, he has gotten so much better at the line over this year. It's been very fun to watch him improve from there. 86-51, Jazz up by 35. Second one coming here. And it's up and good. So 87-51 here. And we are back to action. As here is Amir Coffey. Amir Coffey gives it over to Rodney Hood. Hood gets a screen, and he's going to take a jumper and is fouled. Hood going to go to the line. Again, a guy who played a lot with the Jazz. Guy who I wanted a jersey of for a long time. And I think the last Jazz game I went to, he was actually with them. Donovan Mitchell has a calf injury. Yes, he has a calf contusion. All right. So at the line, Hood puts it up, got it to go. 52-87, 35-point game. Jazz on top, big time. All right. Second shot coming here. .52 it will stay as that one doesn't go, and we're back to action here. Here is Conley. Conley pushing down the floor. He's guarded tightly by man. That might have been a backcourt violation. They did not call it. Here is Conley on the left side. Conley, very nice defense by man. Gives it over to Clarkson. Clarkson looking to go inside. JC working with it. Puts it up. Tough shot. Got it to go. Inside. Just bamboozled the defense. Went inside. Put it up. Put it in. Gobert still on the floor. They kick it over to Covington. Covington working with it. Now back to Man. Man up top. Dishes it down. It's poked away by the Jazz. Here is Conley, and he's fouled. Great play by Covington. Man, Covington would have fit into Utah's system so well. He already does the fouling thing. They don't let anybody go past half court on fast breaks, and that's something that Covington already does. You just see the applications after it happens. Oh, it hurts. All right. Conley at the line. First free throw is up and good. 90-52. Jordan Clarkson, 13 points tonight. 5 for 13 on field goals. 5 rebounds and 5 assists. The Jazz looking to go up by 40 here. 91-52. The Jazz just dominating right now. But hey man, I still think this could end up a 20-point game. You just gotta watch this team get some momentum here for the Clippers. Here is Hartenstein up top. He's had a rough game so far. Hartenstein hands it off. Here's Terrence Mann. Mann creates space outside, takes the jumper from outside, and that one won't go. Clarkson able to pull it down, and they give it to Gobert. Now back to Clarkson. Clarkson working with it down low, puts it up, and the Jazz are up by 41. Sheesh. JC adding to his totals tonight. He's got 15 for Jordan Clarkson so far. Here is Hartenstein outside. Hartenstein gives it over to Man. Man drives, tough drive, kicks it out. Kennard, that's who you want to get involved. He takes a three. It does not go. Now over to Juancho Hernan-Gomez. Hernan-Gomez going down low. That was a horrible pass. Had the right idea, though. He was just trying to put it up as a lob, but Covington is on the other end and drains the three. 55-93. Gets it inside of 30. Now here are the Jazz. Again, you do not want, the last thing you want for the Jazz is for this Clippers team to get hot shooting threes. There's another block, and there is another rebound for Hartenstein. Now here's Kennard outside. Do not leave that guy open. Drains the three. Dang it. The one thing you don't want. 35-point game, but this one, gosh, scares me, man. Scares me when teams do this. LAC, Clippers still on top by 2 in scoring this quarter. Here is Clarkson. Clarkson gives it over to Conley. Conley working with it outside. He gives it over to JC, and he puts it up. Got it to go inside, and that'll probably put an end to this quarter. 2.5 left. And it goes to Hartenstein, and he didn't even get a shot off. 95-58. 37-point game. Whoa. Jazz getting a nice job done tonight. This has been impressive. 12 minutes left of basketball. Let's see if the Jazz can extend on their lead or if we're going to see a little bit of a late momentum builder for the Clippers. I don't know. We'll see. Clarkson is on beat tonight. You are right about that, Matt C. Clarkson is a beast, yes. Jazz might just be resting him. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Matt, what's going on, my man? All good, Matt. It's always all right to walk your dog, man. I appreciate you treating your dog that way. That's always a good thing. Look at this, 58-95. It's been a fantastic game so far. The Jazz absolutely dominating in a lot of ways. JC with 17, Rudy Gobert with 19 points and 16 rebounds, ladies and gentlemen. The Jazz are just dominating inside, and I think that's been the main problem in this game for LA is that they just haven't been able to establish themselves on the boards. 29 boards to 52. Utah on top big time in that category. They have been dominant, okay? And, this is something that's really hard to come back from if you are a team that is kind of undersized. Not undersized, but the Jazz technically are undersized in this game. Only one center. But you just have to look at this one for LA is one of those where you just got to go out and give effort, and they really didn't do that tonight so far. But we will see, and, they definitely have a very little chance to win this game here. But, it's one of those things where tonight they got to focus now on just building their momentum because, they're behind. They know it. You just got to go out and try to make plays that are going to help you in the next games to be confident, But wow, what a game for Gobert. What a game for Clarkson, too. 17 and 5 assists, 7 rebounds with him, too. I do watch baseball. My favorite team is the Toronto Blue Jays. I have been a Blue Jays fan for a while now, and I love it. Painkillers are kicking in, so I'm going to sleep. Let's hope for not a fourth quarter letdown. Clark, go to sleep happy, man. I think the Jazz have got this one in the bag. But, hey, man, just make sure, man, stay on top of those painkillers. Don't let them get the best of you, though. I just want to make sure you stay out of it because, we appreciate you more than anything. So, hey, man, get some good rest. We'll see you later. But yes, I do watch baseball. My favorite team is the Blue Jays. All right, final 12 minutes here. Wide open three for Clarkson, and he knocks it down. Wow, why not for JC? Puts it up and in. Flame on for the man from the Philippines, the flamethrower, as I like to call him. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Great start. Here's Kennard outside. Kennard gets it, and he is guarded tightly by Clarkson. Kennard slips, and that's probably going to split his legging right there. Kind of just buzzed his knee on the floor. Kennard can really hit threes, so I'm glad they are playing up on him, though. 40-point game. The Jazz on top. My clock got ahead. Oops. Here's Terrence Mann outside. Mann with it, guarded by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Mann swings it over to Covington, and there's a foul called. 11:21 left in the fourth quarter. Here is Alexander-Walker is called for his fourth. He's got 12. Isaiah Hartenstein with 5 rebounds. He now leads the Clippers. Mann working with it. Gives it down to Kennard. Kennard working with it. Luke Kennard puts it up from outside. Tough shot. That one's too strong. Isaiah Hartenstein able to pull it down. Hartenstein dishes it out. Kennard, another try for 3. He doesn't make that one either. Kennard is really bad from 3 tonight. 3 for 9. Here is Jared Butler outside. He pulls a 3. That one's short. 58-98. It will stay. Here's Hartenstein, dishes it over to Mann. Mann working with it, goes inside, kicks it over to Kennard. Kennard giving it over to Covington, and Covington looking to go inside. Elbow jumper is good. 60 to 98. Things just not going the Clippers' way, but maybe a little bit of a change in fortunes here as Nickeil Alexander-Walker is outside for the Jazz. Here's JB. JB going to take a three. Yes! Jared Butler knocks it down. 101 to 63. Very impressive. And that's another three-pointer from Jared Butler. Now here's a three-pointer from Kennard. He answers 63 to 101. Wish you would have played like that earlier, man. This game would have been a heck of a lot more fun. As here is Clarkson. Clarkson gives it down to Rudy Gay, and that one is taken away by Hartenstein. Here comes Covington. Covington gives that one to Ojale. That one was poked away and fell into the hands of Ojale. Hartenstein is down low. Kicks it out. Terrence Mann, that's a three ball, and he knocks it down. Good start. Good start by the Clippers here. Could they have some crazy comeback up their sleeves? Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. That would be extremely impressive. As here's Jared Butler. Butler looking for his 10th point of the game. He's outside, taking Semi Ojeleye one-on-one. Goes up with it. Oh, what a beautiful finish by Jared Butler. Just smooth handles. Goes inside, lays it up, lays it down. Yeah, baby. Here's Terrence Mann, and he slams it home. 68 to 103. And a timeout on the floor. 9:01 left here. 68 to 103. What a fun game it has been for the Utah Jazz. Not so much for the Clippers, but man, they still are putting in some effort at the end of this game. So stick around because we've got a fun one. Blake, I will see you next game. You have to go. All right. Well, we will see you, Matt. Appreciate you stopping in, my man. Yeah, Hart can pass. He's kind of just off ever since his ankle injury. I can see that, man. He's definitely kind of tentative, you know. But hopefully he gets back. I mean, I always like to see guys like him succeed. So we'll just see if he's able to do that. We will have to see. Hey guys, what you think about the champion chance of the Jazz this time? Bambi, I'm going to be honest. I don't think that they're a championship contender, but we'll see. We will see. You never know. JC scored. JC has 20. He's leading the Jazz. The flamethrower from the Philippines is doing work tonight. Shooting 50% from the floor. Gotta love it. He's doing fantastic. All right. Wow. What a great game for the Jazz. But shout out to JC and shout out to you, Agapito Jr., Soldad. Thank you very much for being in here, my man. Thank you very much. We have 4,500 views right now. This has been fantastic. And guys, one more like to 90 likes. It would really mean a lot if you guys would help me out and get that. You guys have already been fantastic tonight, though. And it's been a very fun game to cover. So stick around because the Clippers are doing some work right now. They really are making some shots that, I wouldn't have expected them to make. So stick around, my guys. All right. Okay. So the Utah Jazz and the LA Clippers going at it right now. It has been fantastic to watch these two teams starting to turn up the intensity as we head down to the wire. All right. The Jazz just nailing their shots right now. 37.5% from outside for the Utah Jazz. Saddiq Bey, by the way, dropped 51 last night. Coast-to-coast coverage. Scoring last week, you look at LeBron James with 50, Kevin Durant with 53, Karl Anthony Towns with 60, Kyrie Irving with 60, and Saddiq Bey with 51. Very impressive. What a fantastic, amount of scoring by those players, though. Saddiq Bey, my sleeper, listen to this. My sleeper, you guys. 2 years, my pick for the playoffs, my pick to be in the playoffs, just a random team that may be in the playoffs, is the Pistons. I think that they have really improved. 68 to 103, 8:44 left to play. Here is Kennard outside, puts it up, and that one won't go. And now blocked from behind is Utah, and Terrence Mann going inside. Terrence gives it to Hartenstein, and he barrels his way in and puts it up and in. 70 to 103. Isaiah Hartenstein, 7-footer in his second year. Got a lot of time to, work on his game as Pascal goes inside and goes up hard and is fouled hard. 8:06 left in this one. Oof. Pascal just goes inside, kind of maybe banged his knee up a little bit right there. That had to hurt. But Pascal kind of limping on it a little bit, but it looks like he's fine. Pascal is a tough dude. Tough guy. Listen, very tough guy. Thank you, Augustin. Appreciate you stopping in, my man. Still rubbing that knee. 103 to 8:06. Here's the second free throw, and that one will go. So 1 for 2 from the line there for the Jazz. And here's the inbound pass. Fourth double-double in a row for Rudy Gobert. 19 and 16 for him. 2 blocks, and those were in 27 minutes. They really were able to limit his playing time a little bit tonight. Kennard goes inside and drops it in. Wow. A lot of scoring right now for the Clippers. That offense finally starting to wake up. I was talking about this. This is a potent offense for the Clippers. Just hasn't been able to be used tonight. As here is Pascal, kicks it over to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That one poked out by Kennard. Kennard turning up that defensive intensity. Xavier Sneed checks in for the Utah Jazz. This one going to Jared Butler on the inbound. Now to Nickeil. Nickeil working with it outside. Jared Butler going to pull up from outside. Bang! That's a 27-footer. What a shot by Jared Butler. And let me tell you, if anybody on this team has looked more like Donovan Mitchell, it's him. He looks exactly the same. Wow. I love it. There is Hartenstein, and that one is poked away. Here come the Jazz. It is Juancho, 4-3. That one doesn't go, and it's going to be pulled down by Covington. Covington pushing it up the floor for the Clippers and blocked away by Juancho Hernangomez. Man, he has played fantastic. Technical foul called on Terrence Mann. Frustrated at the official. I didn't see any contact there, though. Not sure what he was mad about. Yeah, absolutely no contact there. He didn't touch him. Yeah, that was a fantastic block. Fantastic block by Juancho Hernangomez, and nothing doing as Nickeil knocks down the technical free throw. 108 to 72. That's just kind of shooting yourself in the foot if you're Terrence Mann. That was absolutely clean. Very clean. Great block by Juancho. Here are the Jazz. No, Mann is going to inbound it. So weird technical foul. Clippers have the ball. Up top, it's Hartenstein. Hartenstein gives it over to Kennard. Now down to Mann. Mann working with it. It's poked away. And here comes Nickeil. Nickeil working with it down low. And that one's taken away by Hartenstein. No, Hartenstein has it down low. That one was stolen away by Kennard. 6:38. Juancho has had a good game as well. Juancho was 6, 5 rebounds, 1 block now for him. He's been fantastic. I love Juancho Hernangomez, man. I think he's really shown out in this game as Terrence Mann goes inside and drops in a bucket. 74 to 108, 34-point game. Juancho with 6 points on 2 for 5 shooting, 5 rebounds, and 3 blocks for him. Wow. Here's Jared Butler going inside. JB kicks it over to Pascal. Pascal shoots a nice jumper from the baseline, and he knocks it down. 17 for Eric Pascal. He's looking for 20 in this one, and I think he's going to get it. And there's a dunk by Semi Ojeleye down low. 76 to 110. Xavier Sneed in the game for the Utah Jazz. Couple of minutes against Chicago in that last game, but now he's getting some real minutes as Pascal is left wide open outside. That one doesn't go, and it's pulled down by Covington. Covington driving down the floor. Covington working with it, gives it down to Terrence Mann. Mann working with it down low. That one got poked away. He's able to retain possession. Wancho working with him. They kick it out to Ojeleye. Semi Ojeleye outside gets put on Pascal, and now over to Terrence Mann in the corner. 3-ball is up and no good. And Xavier Sneed is able to get the rebound. That is his first of the game. Now here's Jared Butler. Butler up top. Deep 3-ball from JB. I like that shot. Didn't go. Here's Kennard. Kennard gives it over to Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein looking to go inside. Dishes it over to Covington, and he puts it up and in. 78 to 110. Let's see if the Jazz can keep scoring or if they're going to pipe down a little bit. Here's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He kicks it over to Sneed. Sneed over to Pascal in the corner. Sneed gives it over to Butler. Butler going to take an elbow J, and that one goes. I love Jared Butler, you guys. I love it. It just feels so similar to what Donovan was able to do. Oh my gosh. He looks like a carbon copy. If anybody else is watching the game, you can see it rubbing off on him, and I love it. If there was any guy that I would like to have another guy, that I would like to have a second one of on the Jazz, it is definitely Donovan Mitchell. Now can we say that this game is over? It's over due to the time left on the clock. Clippers have no chance for coming back. See if we can take this game for a 50-point win. Hey, man, the Jazz going to look to extend this lead as we head down to the wire. Hey, and one thing that I want to extend, let's try to get a few more likes on the stream. We need 6 more to get to 100. I know 6 people are out there that haven't liked the stream yet, so make sure you guys are smashing that up. That really would mean a lot to me. 98 in the chat. You guys are killing it tonight. And thank you for stopping in. It does mean a lot. All right, you guys. It's been a fun game. So let me ask you guys, what do you think the Jazz's chances are in the playoffs? I want you to put it in the chat. What round do you think they're going to go to? Tell me. Do you think that they have a chance at the championship, or do you think that the Clippers have a chance at the championship? Because I think if the Clippers get healthy, they do. You look at the depth, though, on this Jazz team. Eric Pascal deserves more minutes. He's got 17 tonight, guys. 17 points. That's fantastic. Jared Butler, also with 15 tonight. He's been phenomenal as well. Lots of people out here. My favorite color, I would say, is I don't know. Kind of like this type of blue. The blue on this court. I love the blue on this court. I'm going to say this kind of blue. I love that blue. Very good blue. If it's not that, it's got to be like electric green or something like that. Neon green. I hate to be that person, but I see them being first-round exits. You're right. You may be right about that, Kenny, and the Jazz really have shown signs of not being able to compete in the playoffs, but you never know. Second-round exits, Kent. Yeah, I mean, I could see that as well. I could see that. I could see both of those. I think those are both probably the most probable. But I really do hope that they're able to go and, really shake it up a little bit. We'll see, though. It's going to be fun. Going to be very, very fun to see what happens. All right. All right, here we go. So here is Amir Coffey working with it. Artenstein has it now. He gives it down to Semi Ojeleye, and the Jazz are able to poke that one away. Here comes Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Dishes it over to JB. 13, and he knocks down a 3. 18 for JB 13. You got to love it. He is very close to leading the Jazz in scoring tonight. I love it. 18, and he's 4 for 8. 7 for 12, or 7 for 11. He's shooting a fantastic clip from the floor tonight. Here's Hartenstein. Hartenstein working with it. Gives it down to Rocco, and Rocco goes inside and is fouled. I love the way that JB is playing right now. Championship is wide open. Sudden injuries are almost certainly going to happen. Then it's even wider open. You're absolutely right about that, CNN. Awesome. Awesome, Skyler. Jazz are missing character, and they just look like they aren't having fun. Nothing that pops out to me about them. I think most games that's true, but tonight they're killing it. That shot by Rocco at the line is up and good. Second one coming here. 3:53 left in the fourth quarter. Covington at the line. Second one is good. And here come the Jazz. 80-115 is the score, and Jared Butler has it up top. JB trying to add to this lead. He gives it down to Wancho. Wancho dishes it out. Here's a corner 3 for Pascal, and that one won't go. And it's going to be pulled down by Rodney Hood. Hood coming down the floor. Kicks it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein goes inside. Kicks it out. Covington. Step back 3. That one's good. Covington is going to knock that down every time. Maybe a little bit of a late game run here for the Clippers. We'll see. As Butler has it outside. Jared kicks it over to Wancho. Now outside it is Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now here's Hartenstein. Hartenstein off of the miss. Going to bring it down the floor for the Clippers. Big man with handles. He goes inside, kicks it out. Very nice pass to Covington. Covington going to square it up from outside, and he can't get it to go. Covington, no, was not able to get the rebound right there, and Butler is going to be able to bring it up the floor for the Jazz. Crosses the timeline, and here he is. Butler up top. Working with it. Up at the logo. Butler gets his defender on his back. He's going to kick it out to Sneed in the corner. No, not to Sneed. Back out to Butler. He takes a 3. Got it! Wow! Butler just knocking him down right and left. 21 for Jared Butler. And my goodness, he looks like Donovan Mitchell, you guys. He seriously looks like Donovan Mitchell. Here's Hartenstein. Hartenstein rips it and goes down low, puts it up, and he got it to fall. What a nice play. Holy moly, guys. I am so happy about this. Jared Butler literally looks like a carbon copy of Donovan Mitchell right now. This is fantastic. He's up top. He's got Hartenstein. He's going to pull. He just lulled him to sleep and took a 3. That was a great shot. Just didn't go. Jared Butler officially leading the Jazz in scoring right now. Here is Coffey outside. He gives it to Hartenstein. Hartenstein up top. Hands it off. Here is Ojeleye. Semi Ojeleye looking to go inside. Semi pulls up. Tough shot. That one won't go, and it's pulled down by Wancho. Wancho driving it up the court for the Jazz. He's just going to take it himself. No, kicks it out. Here is a shot by Pascal, and he airballs that one from outside. His outside shot hasn't been the best tonight, but that's okay. One for 4 from 1 for 4 for Pascal from outside. BYU a 6 seed in the women's NCAA tournament tomorrow versus Villanova. That one is at 11 a.m. in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And Utah, a 7 seed. They beat Arkansas today 92-65. Dominant win for the Utah Utes. Next game is versus Texas. They're a 2 seed. Now here's Semi Ojeleye at the line. Let's see if these guys can get some free Chick-fil-A. They got to make him miss 2, and he does not. Makes that first one. Next one coming here in just a second. 1:21 left in the fourth. Now 87 as he knocks down that second one as well, and we are back to action. 87 to 118 as here is Wancho outside, takes that three, and that one doesn't go. It's going to be pulled down by Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein outside. Goes right. He's guarded by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Hartenstein puts it up. Tough play. That one doesn't go, and it's going to be pulled down by Hernan Gomez. Wancho goes inside. That one goes off of his knee and out of bounds. 55 seconds left. Here's Hartenstein. Going to inbound it. All right, now here's Coffee outside. Gives it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein working with it. Kicks it out. Semi Ojeleye, 3-ball. That one's good. 90 to 118. Jazz on top by 28. 38. I believe. 100. Oh, it's 28. And here's Sneed. He's going to take a three. Bang! First three-pointer of his career. First points of his career in the NBA. You got to love to see it. Xavier Sneed knocks it down from outside. Beautiful 3-ball from Sneed. I love it. Wow, first bucket for Xavier. Rookie out of K-State, Sneed. Great looking shots. Knocks it home. I love it, man. I love it. I love when players make their first shot. Great reaction by the crowd here as Semi Ojeleye goes inside and is fouled. 15 seconds left. Good way to end this homestand. Xavier Sneed, undrafted rookie, signed by the Jazz. 6'5", 215. Donovan playing rock, paper, scissors with somebody on the floor. Wow, what a freaking... Oh, we're one like away from 100. Somebody hit it up. That would mean a lot. Ojeleye at the line. Makes that first one. 20-point game. $15 seconds here left. Ojeleye, second shot is up, and he got it. 92 to 121, and the Jazz are just going to run out the clock. The crowd showing them some love. Jared Butler had a fantastic game. I want to see this post-game interview because I loved what Jared Butler was able to do tonight. What a fantastic game for him. Hey, thank you very much, Kent, for the compliment. I do appreciate it very much. CNN, Semi should never shoot. You're right. Semi is more of an energy guy, you know, and I love the way he plays. Very physical. I like it, but definitely shouldn't be a main shooter guy. Butler is better than Forrest. Forrest, and then Pascal is better than him, and Rudy Gay is better. Give them more minutes. You're right. You are absolutely right. All of the guys you mentioned in that comment do deserve more minutes. You saw it tonight. These guys came out and got the job done. Daniel Barry, what is going on, my man? Appreciate you stopping in. What a great game for the Utah Jazz. Absolutely well-rounded. They never faltered. It was fantastic. You just saw them go out and get a great win through and through. This was a fantastic game for Utah, 92 to 121. You can't really say anything more than that. 19-point win here for them, but it's more than that. No, hold on. Let me think. 29-point win. 29-point win. Let's hear Jared Butler. Let's see what he's got to say. Jared Butler, talking about his mentality. Says, Clippers are a great team. He's right about that. 7 assists and 21 points. Both career highs for JB13. Everybody stepped up for the Jazz. Every single player scored. And I want to stress that. It's been fantastic. Compliments to Jared Butler. He was fantastic tonight. 7 assists. Facilitated to the max. You got to love it. But everybody on the Jazz scored. I mean, you can't ask for much more. Even got a guy's first points tonight. Beautiful 3 by Xavier Sneed, by the way. Those were the last points in this game. And I am so happy with how this team played tonight. So happy. And Jared Butler just got drenched by Donovan. You gotta love it. It was coming. It was coming. Very good game. I love it. This was fantastic. And I am very happy to see the Jazz get a win like this. What an enjoyable game to watch. Very fun game to watch for the Utah Jazz. Wowee. The Jazz finished their homestand very nicely with a nice win tonight. And now they head to New York. They're going to be playing on Sunday. We'll be covering that one. But what a way to end the homestand for Utah. You get a great win with all your young guys getting some time to show what they're made of. Very fun game. Let's keep these games like this without Addison. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, Viper. Not going to happen, though. I am only in the second quarter right now. Absolutely. Wow, you're only in the second quarter. Are you just watching it? Flippers fans won't be saying Rudy Gobert and Terrence Mann in the same sentence anymore. Yeah, it's true, man. That was a pretty dominant game for Rudy. 16 rebounds, just absolutely fantastic. 16 rebounds, 19 points. Absolutely phenomenal from Rudy Gobert. And you can't ask for much more. You just can't. It was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Hey, we'll see, Cameron. We'll see. We will see who wins in that revenge game, I guess, for Gordon Hayward of sorts. We'll see, though. We will see. Wow, what a game, you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys stopping in. It was an absolute joy to commentate this game for you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys stopping in. The Jazz move up to 44-25. They are now 2.5 games back of the 3 seed. We'll see if they can get to it. This has been a phenomenal game, a phenomenal night. I appreciate every single one of you, and that is going to end it for me. We will see you on Sunday for the Jazz and the Knicks.